Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to B.A.C. Casting and Drafting. This is your weekly league racing, cold beer, and hotter takes. My name's Bubba, and we has also got... I'm the only one here tonight, so you're stuck with me. Uh, Jared's we got working. Andy's in the car tonight, gonna be turning some laps hard and left. And you know what? We're here, so bear with me. And if you're sober, you're probably in the wrong daggum stream. We're broadcasting live with B.A.C. levels of probably illegal. And we're ready to side draft past politics, pace cars, and your aunt's Facebook rants. And let's drop green and chug this thing to the check, baby. I would normally tend to Andy and Jared, but they ain't got nothing. We already got Keith in the chat saying we're screwed. Yes, you're screwed. but we are live from Rockingham's Raceway, aka the Rock, baby. Tonight we have Top House Restoration. Top House Restoration 200. If you haven't heard us talk about him before, you're gonna hear us again. He sponsors a lot of race for us. We appreciate that. And at Chop House Restorations, they are serving homeowners and businesses across Georgia with premium roofing solutions. Chop House Restoration is a locally owned and operated roofing and storm restoration company known for its commitment and quality and integrity and customer service. Whether it's storm damage, insurance claims, or retail roof replacements, Chop House brings hands-on, trustworthy approach to your project. They specialize in insurance claims assistance, full roof replacements, retail and storm damage roofing, gutter installations, commercial roofing systems, new construction, and multifamily projects. We appreciate Chris Mackey and Chop House Restorations for sponsoring a lot of our races, letting this thing be possible. We appreciate him. If you guys need any work done, he's the go-to, and he's in Acworth, Georgia. All right, so go see him if you need any of those needs, and give him a shout out. Maybe he'll give you a discount if you seen tell him you got him, seen on B.A.C. Casting Draft. He'll give you a little discount. Moving right along. We're gonna go with some winners and losers of last week. It was the first round of the in-season B.A.C. In-season tournament. Top 15 drivers entered with the broadcasting car. If you didn't stay tuned last week, so yes, that was very interesting. They're going head to head into a bracket, but we've seen a lot of guys that we haven't seen this season. Start making their way to the top. Their luck turn around. So one of my biggest winners I have is Steven Blevins. He did win the race. He made a excellent choice in pit strategy. Gas, I don't think he had enough to come around on the victory lap to do burnout, burns forever. But by golly, he crossed that finish line. But he ran strong all night up front. Stayed up there. Classified him as a big winner. Danny Jackson, huge winner. His luck's going to turn around as well. If you tuned in last week, we tried to give him the broadcaster curse. And boy, if it ain't a win if he didn't break that curse. So good on Danny, ran strong. I think had a pole last week and was on the money. So he was also a big winner I had. Another big winner that I had. And he's been missing last few weeks, but finished 4th, I believe. It's going to be a weird name because we don't say it too often except for the Bozic Sway. But Brian Bozic, that boy was up in front. He pushed real well at Atlanta. Was always on that second line, pushing extremely well. Ran extremely well. Finally had a good race, clean race, and finished top 5. So I consider him a big winner as well. Considering all that, there's other guys that you watch the stream back. There's a lot of guys that had very strong finishes and performances. Some people's bad luck continued. Sorry, Austin Guerrero, but it is a big thing to try to stay clean, and that's a lot of good winners out of last week. But those are the 3 that I kind of picked that stood out to me. Had good finishes as well. So moving on to our biggest losers, I have Daniel Miglin as being one of our biggest losers. Looking at bracket wise, Brian Matthews did beat him out in his matchup, and got caught up in a lot of crap and damage. And Daniel Miglin is at the top of our points leaderboard, pretty consistently, but he had an off night. So, and that being said, I am going to put him as a loser of last week just because I know he didn't have the performance that he wanted, and I think that's okay. And we're going to watch for him to be bounce back tonight. Another biggest losers was Nolan McClurg. I feel like he lost to Terry in his matchup. We know Terry's very fast. We know Nolan's very fast, and I think he had to quit out of last week due to damage. Again, not bad luck on his way. Maybe these guys have some good luck, changing and to be in bad luck. But just the off night again. I think it's just one of those off nights that he had, and sports and racing is a sport. It's gonna be a bounce back for tonight. Another one I have is Tyler Smith. I think Tyler Smith was also a big loser. I think he had a tough time for a little bit. He's gonna get on me for this, but I think just we were expecting a lot out of him last week, and then getting knocked out by Chris Mackey, who Chris Mackey also had a good week last week. Um, so tough matchup for him. And then I hate to do it, but I think I love you, Colin, but broadcasters, we were our biggest losers as well. All right, we had high expectations. All right, we wanted to turn left. We're still going to turn left, dadgummit. But Danny Jackson, one of our big winners, beat us out on strategy and knocked us out of the tournament. We had big expectations. Wasn't the performance we wanted. Colin ran well. He did absolutely phenomenal job. Crew Chief Andy was out there. We were all in the same house, last week, so it was fun. And but I think we put us on the biggest. So let's go ahead and get the in-season tournament because we've been talking a lot about it. I'll pull it up here. As you can see, we are in the round of 8. Daniel Miglin last week lost to Brian Matthews. Keith Fallon outdid Ryan McClurg. Michael Prince outbeat Austin Norris. Terry Vincent over Nolan McClurg. Bryce Keegan over Tyler Cadd. Stephen Blevins over James Bernhardt. Chris Mackey over Tyler Smith. And Danny Jackson over the broadcasters. So this week we're looking at the Keith Fallon and Brian Matthews matchup. That'll be good. See if Brian Matthews keep going. Or if Keith can get a good finish here and move on to the next round. And the winner of those are going to either face Michael Prince or Terry Vincent, who are very fast, very aggressive drivers as well. And boy, I would not want to be on the left side of that bracket. But the right side of the bracket is just as strong. Stephen Blevins' winner last week up against the young buck of Bryce Keegan, beating out Tyler Cadd. And then you got Chris Mackey, who had a strong performance last week over Tyler Smith. And then Danny Jackson, who had a phenomenal performance last week as well. Pole position, run in front all day, drop back, saved, and beat out the broadcasters of our car. So those are the matchups we're going to look at today as these guys battled out on the field at the Rock. Very tough track, so to say, but we're gonna see how it plays out for sure. Okay. But I think if we go into the season standings as well, you kind of see that. Again, Daniel Miglin had him as a big loser, but there he is, top of the stats. 341 points for the season. Terry Vincent 337, Keith Fallon 333, Tyler Smith 313, Michael Prince top 5 296, and so on and so forth. You guys can look. We had a couple of the guys that are new down there. We also have a new driver again today, I think, but he won't be eligible for the playoffs remainder of the season. But he will get to race and turn laps and be able to see him out there on the track today. But you kind of get a glimpse of the season standings. Very tight, very close, especially the top 15, even top 10. I mean, extremely close. It's going to be a fight. Um, and the glorious thing about this league is if you win, you're in. And we have had one repeat winner. And that's it. So that, my friends, is are we gonna have another repeat today, or are we gonna have a new winner again? Lock ourselves into the playoffs. It's gonna be great. But let's talk about playoffs. Let's go ahead and look at the playoffs. So you got Keith Allen, two-time winner, only repeat winner. Daniel Miglin under a win, Terry Vincent under a win, Tyler Smith win, Michael Prince win, Stephen Blevins win last week, Ryan McClurg win last week. And then you look at Chris Mackey, 57 points above the cut line. Bryce Keegan, Young Buck, 48 points above cut line. Tyler Cadd, plus 40. I haven't talked a lot about Tyler Cadd, but he has been so consistent. Danny Jackson has worked his way up to 32 points above the cut line, but right there at that cut line, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, it is super close. You got Nolan McClurg plus 6, Jamin Bernhardt minus 6, Bailey Brennan, who is started a couple races late, steamrolled his way up to the playoff picture, minus 13. Austin Norris has been very consistent, working his way back up, minus 17. Brian Matthews at minus 24. So, very tight playoff race. Definitely going to be a wild finish to this race. So it is. It's going to be something. We do have. There was a slew of people that got penalties last week. We're not going to go into that detail, but we did get a lot of penalties last week, and kind of is what it is. It's racing in the heat of things. Everybody wants that $250 of moolah for this in-season tournament. Plus, they're also fighting for points in playoffs. So it is good to see the battles out there. I know the tempers are flaring. I know it's getting a lot of pressure out there. So here we go. Have a special shout out tonight. Here at B.A.C, we wanted to give a shout out to one of our loyal listeners before tonight's race. Tunes in every week, supports us in all we do, just like all of you at home. But Keith's dad, Jack Fallon, he owned a lettering business called Speed Graphics. He worked on pit crew of a skip panel. His dad designed the car and had machinist shop, cut out all the vinyl, do all the stuff for his cars, modifies Legends, also Busch Series a few times. But every Saturday, Keith would go to the track with Jack and sit on top of the hauler, which sit there and let him give him the headset, let him listen and everything. He has done phenomenal job, inspiring Keith, and he inspires us. As the 13th was Jack's birthday, so we want to wish Jack a happy birthday from all of us here at B.A.C Casting Drafting. Hope that you have many more. Thank you for your contributions to the racing community. We hope we do our part to try to help the racing community as well. And we hope you enjoy the broadcast every week. And hope you keep watching us and we don't, keep going. But yes, we want to wish you thank you, Jack. Thanks for watching. Happy birthday, brother. And appreciate you. Really do. All of us here at B.A.C Casting Graphic. I'm sure Keith would say the same thing. I'm sure he appreciates it. So, moving on, I'm going to do a little prediction. And from that, I think it's only worthy, since I'm the only one here today. Colin's in the chat. He's saying, Bubba, uh, off of that birthday shout out, I'm going with the two-time winner, Keith Fallon, to win his third race of the year right here. I'm going Keith Fallon. I think he's going to happen. I think he's gonna go out there and dominate and get her done for the third time. It would just make, he's running the throwback scheme. Let me see if I can get that. He's on the track. But when Keith gets on the track, we will go back and look at his paint scheme, as what his paint schemes that his dad Jack actually designed and put on a car. We're gonna go check that out. And I don't have a picture of the actual car that Jack designed, but Keith's car design is pretty spot on. Let's see. Oh, there he is. He's getting out on track. Look at that thing. That thing is sweet. Blue with the yellow with the splash is, oh man, it is a work of art. I think Keith takes pride in that paint scheme right there, as he should. And, honoring a good thing, father. And, I hope he takes that thing to victory lane tonight. I really do. So now practice overlook. Let's see what we got. Let's see if we can. No. Y'all have to hang with me for sure. Wait. I get to do it all. By all means, if y'all are in the chat and you want to hear me talk about something, quit mumbling to myself. Put it in chat. Talk to me. Help me out. Let me know what you want to hear. It help me out. Help everybody, all the other viewers out. But I think I was going to check out some. Well, I didn't do something right. Andy's gonna be mad. Nah, I'm just kidding. Andy's worried about turn laps. Real quick. Before y'all home. But we will look at practice results here in a little bit. We got our Bubba's fast track fact today. It's gonna be here at Rockingham. It is known as the Rock, and it was the first and only NASCAR Cup Series race held in the state of North Carolina. So, pretty cool fact. Let's see who else is out here. Got Ryan McClure as well. There we go. Sorry for the viewers at home. Hey, Jack, see you in the chat. Appreciate you, man. Hope you had a good birthday this weekend. And hope you keep enjoying the stream and watching Keith kill it out there. Sure. Appreciate you tuning in all the time, man. Appreciate it. Let's see who else is out there. We got Ryan McClure. There's Young Buck, 21, Bryce Keegan. We can get our broadcaster. Oh, there he is. Andy. Legend. Broadcasting machine. He is not rocking the yellow broadcasting machine, but he does have a Big Kyle Larson fan. We did the best for him. Tried him off that. Very sweet. Sweet ride. Who else we got out there? Chris Mackey. Rocking the Napa Auto Parts. Number 9. Always some clean schemes from him. Let's see. Oh, this is our newest driver, Cody Moore. Rocking 88. Flag scheme right there. Some freedom on the side. Love that. Can't go wrong with red, white, and blue, baby. Steve Blevins, what's he rocking tonight? He is rocking the black car. Jack said, dogs won. Good birthday. Well, kind of disagree with you on that one. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm a Michigan fan. Won't hate on the dogs too much. Terry Vincent rocking the old Kyle Larson throwback, but throwback to Terry Labonte. I like it. Terry. Rocking Terry Labonte. Love that. Let's see. Daniel. Got Daniel Miglin as a Navy scheme. Always rocks that one. Got Nolan Clerg rocking his Dr. Pepper. Like always. We got Dennis. Man, he's in a new HOR Motorsports sheen tonight. Black and going back to that cherry red, metallic red. So you can get a little sideways. Good save. Yep. But it goes. But man, look at that paint scheme. You really see the metallic in that thing right now. Who we got? Got Austin Norris, rocking his Callaway. Went back to the old Callaway paint scheme. You got Tyler Smith and Ian Lonnie. Always rocking the Lonnie. You got Michael Prince as he's going sideways off there in the purple people eater machine. HC across the side of it. Hey, he just look at Bryce. They just know that we just want to look at the cars. We got Tyler Pad rocking the direct 91. Rocking the beast. Very sharp, very sharp. What else we missed there? Yeah. Brian Matthews. Oh, he's off track. Getting there. Yes. Can't get the results up. Go pull it in. Andy, it's Bubba in the booth. How you doing?
I got a coffee, dude.
You got a coffee?
Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you? How's the track feel?
The track is really cool, so I'm happy with that. The overall status of the car and the grip level, I think, is the highest and best scenario we could have. So we'll see how it goes tonight. Sounds like the group's about to do a practice restart. If you want to watch that, it might be interesting. But I'm excited. My goal tonight is just to keep the car under me and do well.
All right. Well, speaking of temperatures, I was trying to show the viewers at home how to get the what the temperature was. But I could not get this live timing to work on my screen. What did I forget?
Oh, the SDK live timing? Did you copy the link?
Sure.
From SDK?
Sure. That's what it was.
Yeah, you need the new link, and then it should work, buddy.
All right. What
and then make sure you're in race production, and you'll be a-okay.
All right. Not race production. We're gonna swap over. Get you guys some times. Let's see. There we go. Link in here. Come on, baby. Mm. Hey, we got it. There we go. Man, I am cooking with freaking hot oil now.
I did that my first broadcast. It made me panic.
I was slightly panicking. So, all the viewers at home, there's, I don't know who's more nervous right now. Andy, the broadcaster in the car, both of the broadcaster in the daggone booth, all by him lonesome. Andy in the car, all by him lonesome.
They just wrecked me on the restart for attempt there.
Ah, got him. Got him. Yes,
Please don't do that. They just wrecked me.
yes. They're coming for Andy already. All right, practice overlook. We had Clerk. Whoa.
All right, it's time for qualifying, Bubba. You got
Yep.
it.
Yep.
Take
All
him
right.
around the horn, dude. All right, good luck.
Later,
Call me
bub.
when you need me.
Yes, sir. Bye, Andy.
Bye.
It did look like McClurg had the fastest lap time in practice of a 23.31, I believe that was. Uh, as drivers are getting out on the track now, see who's all out there. Keith Fallon's out there. Going around that throwback ski that his dad designed. Jack, looking clean. See what kind of times you can put down. This track is a lot cooler. Andy did say there was a lot of grip, so it's going to be interesting to see what times these guys put down and how close they are. Good. Bryce Keegan comes in with a 23.98. Keith Fallon comes in with a 23.94. Man, these boys are running 23s. It's going to be fast, but fast of, you know, can they keep the tires under them? Do they save? So we got the stage cautions. We got Tyler Smith coming in at 23. Oh my goodness, here we go. Heath into the wall after the finish line, but 23.46. Chris Mackey 23.81. Tyler Smith 23.85. Michael Prince 23.88. Oh yes, we got Halo 24.22. Tyler Cad 24.25. Let's see. Smith's getting done. Smacky, I think it's bringing it down. Yep. Prince is stopping. Ryan Clerk. Running his lap right now. He was the fastest, I believe, during practice. So we'll see what he can do during qualifying here. A lot of times coming in. As Nolan McClurg slides in with a 23.57 from the 4 spot. Ryan McClurg 23.64. I think Vincent's coming in. Hello. Still pushing pretty good. Trying to get another lap in. Get it down. Broadcaster Andy Lewis came in at the 23.89, number 9 spot. Ooh-wee. Well, it looks like we got Keith Fallon, pole position, running a 23.46 qualifying time. Oh boy, he was my pick. He was my pick. So let's see here. Yeah, you guys have to bear with me a little bit. Keith, it's Bubba in the booth, all by my
Hey, what's
lonesome.
going on?
Not much, man. How you been, Bob?
Doing pretty good.
I would say at a 23.46, that does it for the poll, I believe, fella.
Yeah, I mean, well, the track temp's about 5 degrees warmer from when I went out till now, so I think I'm pretty safe.
Yeah, yeah. Well, practice race last night. Uh, was it different from today? A little track temp different, or
Yeah, the track temp's gonna definitely warm up. The cars are gonna have way less grip than what it did during practice. Um, I think the practice race I tried to set it up as close to the actual race as I could, and we started around 92 to 93. Track temp. So that's going to be quite a big difference from 70, what the practice was.
oh yeah, for sure. Um, I don't want you to give any hints or whatever, but are you worried about stages, pit stops, green flag stops, cautions? Do you think it's going to be caution heavy? Do you think you're going to stay green if this track temp can stay down and everybody can keep kind of in a rhythm?
Track temp right now is 109, so it ain't staying down.
Well, that ain't doing
uh,
it.
but I mean, my big concern is just going to be mainly restarts, track position is going to be the most important thing. I want to maintain my track position. It's very hard to pass out here. You may see me give somebody the bumper if I have to, but
Hey, Rubbin's
it's
racing.
going to be hard. Yeah. It's
Well,
going to be rough passing people. But I'm excited for my first pole of the season. Finally,
heck
I
yeah,
didn't
dude.
qualify bad.
I'm sure Jack's not telling you suck right now.
I hadn't got a text from him yet. So,
Heck yeah. Well, brother, you were my pick to win tonight. So good luck with the Danny Jackson broke the broadcaster curse last week. So go get it, bub. Go get it. We'll
all right,
look
I
forward to
appreciate it.
talk to you a little bit later, man.
All right, sounds good. Happy birthday to my dad. Hope you had a good one and go dogs.
Oh shoot. All right, Keith, get back to your team. Uh, you there. We have results up. Starting grid officially. We got the pole sitter. We just heard from Keith Fallon. Uh, Outside of that, we got Tyler Smith in number 2 spot, Chris Mackey in the 3 spot, Nolan McClurg 4 spot. Inside of row 3, we got Michael Prince with Ryan McClurg, Brian Matthews looking for another strong finish in row number 4 with Terry Vincent on the outside. We caught our broadcaster Andy, number 9 spot, Daniel Miglin outside of him, Danny Jackson in front of the old broadcast or behind the broadcaster car, uh, with Bryce Keegan on the outside of him. Then we got Austin Norris in the 13th spot, Stephen Blevins in the 14th spot, new guy Cody Moore, 15th spot. Looking forward to seeing how he races and how fast he is compared to all these guys. Dennis Orff, Halo on the outside of him, James Bernhardt in the 17th spot, Tyler Cat 18th, and Bailey Brennan 19th for tonight. As we see these guys going around the track, getting ready to race. that off the screen. That way we can watch some green flag racing as we're going green. So here we go. Keith Fallon out to a great restart, and Tyler Smith, Nolan Clerk. Something happened to him. Let's look at it. On the restart, we were just talking about the restart, and here it is. Pace car off. Slow it down. Blimp. Oh yeah. Ryan McClurg on the wall. Not good. Not good. But first one of the day. Hopefully, we will get some better restarts. And, everybody gets settled down. Let the nerves and the butterflies go away. You know, and see what happens. When we get settled down here, I think it'll be fun. We heard that the temperature of the track skyrocketed as well. So I think we need to see everybody just calm down a little bit. I think Nolan got a couple. Look at Keith Fallon, Noel McClure, Chris Mackey. Nolan gained 2 spots out of that. It's kind of funky with the caution being right there. Tyler Smith dropped 2 spots there. Everybody else kind of bumped up a spot. Some in the back, 2 or 3 ups or whatever. But we were talking, and I think that it's very different because as you come to these restarts, the tail end of the field is still in turn 4, banked up, and to get a restart, you're still in the bank is it wants to make that car go sideways. It's going to be interesting to see and watch. But what man they got left here. Pace car coming off. Be coming off this lap here. See the Rock and the Block 200. Brought to you by Chop House Restorations. And tonight's sponsor for tonight's race. The hopefully pace car comes off and we get to go green flag here again. Rock. And here it is. Pace car is off. Coming in the restart zone.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag, and Keith. Another great start out of the restart zone and another caution.
Yellow flag is out.
Here we go, boys. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Oh. Want to restart. Do a little bit of just kind of see what we got. Quarter speed. See him there entering the restart zone. Gets a good jump. Everybody else tries to go with him. And cold tires and hot track. Claire goes sideways into Tyler Smith. Up into the wall. Everybody else goes low. Andy, the broadcaster, does get stopped. Austin Norris just misses him, and I think that's Halo as well. He gets checked up just in time. Great job by the end of the field to get checked up there. And avoid that. Tyler Smith. Yep. Bad luck there. I think the guys do have one fast repair, and we are not too far in this race. 6 laps. So, are you fans at home? I think once we actually get the turn of laps, everybody gets a little spread out. We're gonna go green flag here for a little bit. What we're hoping. So, we did have some guys going pit lane. Let's check what's coming out. The Cody Morris coming out. Tyler Cad. Dennis Orff. Andy the broadcaster. Tyler Smith. There he comes. So, again, going back to caution lanes or caution laps. So we see Keith selecting that outside lane yet again. Quite effective for him. Chris Mackey's going to take the attempt on the inside lane. Terry Vincent's behind Keith. Michael Prince is on the inside behind Chris Mackey. So we'll be able to see if these guys get a better restart this time. Maybe
Hang on, we're not going green. Not going green.
not going green yet. Did you guys hear that? So I think yeah, I think if we get this settled in. I'm gonna put some quick. Alright, well, I give up. I might have to hear some spotting during this. I don't know why my computer was doing it. It is. It's okay. We're gonna roll it. There's still single file. Go around. It's disappeared. So that should be interesting. Fellas. And ladies. Be double stacking this time. Nope. Race car's off. Oh, they went with a single file restart to try to calm this down.
Green flag, green flag.
And they are coming green. Keith Allen takes lead. Coming out of the restart. See him take off extremely fast. Back to the field. What a great start. He's just wanting to get out of there, get some clean air, separate himself from the rest of the field, let them kind of battle it out. This track is very hard to pass on, and you see a lot of people as we go back through the field. Lurgs working together. So Nolan gets a little loose right there, but saves it. Excellent save by him. Guys are going to wait till the tires kind of get a little warm. See a couple guys working that high line. Dennis Orff and the broadcaster. 3 and 4. Got a couple laps going in. Lap 12 of 200 today. This is a relatively short track. So being able to get in a rhythm, save some tires, not try to push as much, you know, is it's good. As you see, Michael Prince and Chris Mackey right behind You got Terry Vincent. I think Brian Matthews right there, fight for fourth position. And kind of see that battle as Terry does get around Brian Matthews. India Hendricks. Terry Labonte throwback scheme. The number one mobile. Daniel Miglin also starting to catch Ryan Matthews. See how he can work around Ryan for that pass. And try to get caught back up. See if he can make a run at his teammate, Keith Allen, out in the lead. See Keith there. Heading down the back stretch. He has extended his lead to almost 4-second gap. So, Keith is looking strong out front. He is my see Bailey Brendan, bucket boy, coming in the wall there out of 2. As they're all fighting back there for position. Bailey Brendan, the bucket boy, is our biggest mover right now.
Flag is out.
We do have a caution. Looks like Daniel. Let's check it out. Does this little sideways coming off 4. Barely squeezes by Bryce, but collects Ryan Berg. Everybody else is safely around him, but Bryce nearly missed Daniel as he got sideways, and Ryan did not. Nowhere to go. I'm trying to rewind that and see maybe what. Let's get a look at Ryan McClurg's view. Let's see. Let's go cockpit here. Look at that. You can see Daniel starting to work. Just nowhere to absolutely go. Nowhere to go. Had a car below him. Didn't have anywhere to go. And just bad luck. Bad luck. Again, here we are. Another caution. And track codes are piling in. We have a lot of guys from the pit lane. Here they come. Michael Pence, Brian Matthews, Stephen Blevins, Austin Norris, Cody Moore, and the broadcaster, Bailey Brendan. And I don't know if Danny Miglin and Danny Jackson are still in pit lane. Could be taking care of some damage trying to get it to not use their fast repair. There is Danny Miglin coming out. But yes, that is huge. There's could be potentially a lot of cautions. We don't have Jerry here to do our our stats for us, but our racing odds, caution odds. There's Danny Jackson, as you can see him. We'll get back to the leader now. And, let's see what's going on with caution laps. I bet you they do keep the single file restart. But seem to calm down the restarts a little bit, which is good. short.
Green, green, green.
We are green. Keith Fallon coming out of the restart. Chris Mackey behind him, Terry Vincent, Young Buck, Bryce Keegan, Ryan McClurg up there. As you see, Keith pulling away again. Clean air, away from traffic, and that's what you want to see if you're Keith Fallon right now. Get a lead. Try to stay out there as long as possible. Stay out of the traffic. Stay out of everything. Collect some early. You see Keith kind of this little squirrely coming out too. Keeps it under control. Nothing to worry about there. And Chris Mackey's going to try to catch up to Keith. So we work on back to the field. Chris Mackey. Terry Vincent. Young Buck, Bryce Keegan. Ryan McClurg.
The yellow flag is
Jamie
out.
Bernhardt. And we got a caution. Again. Let's see what happens. What happened? I'm not seeing it. Oh, right there. There we go. Dinosaur. Through the wall. A little high. Ooh. Cody Moore gets in the back. Dennis Orff gets him into the wall. Hate to see that. Cody is one of our newest drivers. And not making friends early, but it's racing. That stuff happens. And we've seen it before in side draft, as you guys are all aware. We have seen that before. So we are not. It's nothing new to us here. A lot of hard racing here, side draft racing league, and you got a place like the Rock. It's gonna be even harder, and still trying to win. So we got Keith. Current standings: we got Keith number 1, Chris Mack 2, Terry Vincent, Jamin Bernhardt has worked his way up 13 spots into the number 4 spot. Tyler Smith, Tyler Cadd has then worked his way up in 12 spots into 6th. Michael Prince, Brian Matthews, Austin Norris, Stephen Blevins, Daniel Miglin, Andy the Broadcaster, Nolan McClurg, Bryce Keegan, Dennis Orff, Bailey Brennan, Danny Jackson, Ryan McClurg, who's having an unlucky night already, and we're just beginning, and then Cody Moore. I think they're gonna keep these single file restarts, from the looks of it. But starting to get some laps under us, and just trying to get get a rhythm. Everybody started to. It's gonna be hard in traffic to really pass on this track. That's somebody's faster behind somebody, and they want to push and move and bring in the next car. But you have to be extremely careful. That's where a lot of practice in the week is very crucial to see the pit car or pace
Green,
car
green,
off.
green.
We got Keith Fallon again, screaming off the old restart zone, trying to work back on his lead. Chris Mackey said, no. I'm gonna figure this restart out. I'm gonna start timing this thing up and trying to keep track of Keith Fallon out there in the lead. But you all know Keith has been very fast, pole sitter today, and see what his strategy is. Don't know how much gas these guys have today, but more and more as we watch these guys run laps and everybody gets comfortable, it'll settle in. In the first race that we have watched happen, as you can see a big battle here. Tyler Smith working on Jamin Bernhardt in the fourth spot. Behind him, you have Tyler Cadd, Michael Prince also pushing really hard. And there's Tyler Smith. Into the wall. Caution. Holy smokes. You were just there. You were just there. Let me see. Let's go far chase. See what it looks like. Bird's eye. Into the corner. Just gets loose and snaps. You see that right there? Just snaps a little bit. So, tried to save. Watch his hands here. You'll be able to see. He'll drift. Coming in there. Starts getting a little, he feels it, gets a little loose. Hands are trying to correct it. And snaps to the wall. Dick Tracy. Daggum. He was losing my butt. Oh no. That's good though. Shoo, buddy. Yes. This track is going to do that to you. Again, for the listeners out there, feel free to comment all you want. Give me something to comment. You guys are going to get real sick and tired of listening to me talk all night. Especially on these yellow flags. But we're here. We're having a good time. It's racing. Because I'm curious. Let's see how that number 5 B.A.C. casting and drafting car looks. Sure, Andy is mildly freaking out. Not as much last week. He tuned in last week. Gee, buddy. Yeah, it was. He was a nervous wreck watching Colin on the drive and trying to broadcast. It's good. It was good. But I think we are on lap. Let's see. 31. And we got 200 of these bad boys to go. All over the place. Reset, are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. Let's keep PG. Race car's off. Green flag. Keith Fallon takes off. Chris Mackey also trying to keep up with Keith here. Going into turn 1. Terry Vincent, Jamin Bernhardt behind him. All fighting to try to keep up with Keith. They have these single file restarts like this. Keith is going to have the advantage for sure because he's going to be able to jump that restart, get out there, and force these other guys to kind of push their cars and catch up to him. And as you can see, Chris Mackey is starting to rein him back in. Could be Keith letting off, saving some tires, saving some stuff, looking at driving out of his rearview mirror. Chris Mackey has worked. Is working his way back to 2 teeth. You see Terry Vincent, the 3-hole. Jamie Bernhardt also working real well right now. Driving extremely well. Tyler Cadd, Michael Prince working on Tyler Cadd again. You see, we got Daniel Miglin, Brian Matthews, Nolan McClurg. You got Austin Norris working, trying to work on Nolan McClurg. See the old broadcaster car there, number 5, Andy Lewis. Trying to work his way on Austin Norris, maybe get a position here. Stephen Blevins behind him. You see Andy taking a pass on the bottom half of the racetrack. Stephen Blevins. Dennis Orff. Danny Jackson there. Bryce Keegan, Young Buck. Bailey Brennan coming there. Ryan McClurg. Cody Moore is lap down, but he's up there in front of those guys. Tyler Smith is. So, Big Trickle says, "What the heck is a Trop House?" Well, this is our sponsor for today. Chop House Restoration. He has a roofing company, a homeowner businesses, locally owned, operated roofing storm restoration company known for its commitment to quality and integrity to customer service. And I think our Jer, he thought it was a steakhouse at first. Chris Mackey said he gets that a lot. But yes. Tracy said that that broadcast car is pretty sexy. Yeah, I may have been one with the help of the other broadcaster, Colin, designing that. We like it. Some of our best work. We got the Larson 5 on there. We're watching our leader, Keith, slowly pull away from Chris Mackey. Terry Vincent's starting to slowly fall away from Chris Mackey, Michael Prince. There. I don't know if something happened to Jamin, but Jamin passed by Michael Prince, Daniel Miglin, Nolan McClurg. There's something working. Maybe Jamin's tires falling off, or trying to save some tires on strategy. But we're starting to get strung out now. We're starting to get in a rhythm. See Tyler Cadd, and behind him, the old broadcaster machine. Look at that thing. The broadcaster, we do have Austin Norris. Cars back here. Austin Norris, Brian Matthews, Stephen Blevins, Bryce Keegan. Kind of battling there for some spots. Below Stephen Blevins. You see Dennis Orff into the wall right there a little bit. Kept it rolling, kept the speed. You're going to have that this year short track. Very tough track. Cody Moore diving below Danny Jackson. Dennis Orff. Trying to work that high line. As them tires fall off, they're going to be falling that way to the high side. Tires. If you can run that low side, serve tires and still be fast and maintain. That is the way to go. Let's keep running the hill line. Running his own pace, keeping it low. Saving up tires so we can stay out there as long as possible. Keep these guys in the group. got almost a 2-second gap. Chris Mack in the second spot. And we have 47, 200 laps tonight. And Nick Trickle says, tire wear on a video game. Oh, yes. Yes, sir. You will actually offend some people if you hear them call iRacing a video game. It is a simulator. So, track temps, tire wear, gas,
The yellow
fuel,
flag is out.
as we do have caution. Let's see what we got. Damon Bernhardt. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Slow mo here. Ooh. Nolan kind of gets into the wall, into Danny Bigland. And then Jamin cannot lock it up fast enough. Collects his teammate. Very unfortunate right there. Seems like that all stemmed from right there. Nolan getting in the wall, collecting Bigland. Jamin just couldn't get her stopped in time. Collects his teammate Daniel. Bad luck. Bad luck. Here we are. Caution again. Let's use come down pit lane. I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of takers on pit lane here. Tires, gas. Don't know when. Look here to see when. See when our stage break is. Looks like tonight. Lap 50 and lap 110 are going to be our stage. So, you might see some of these guys try to stay out, get some points for some stage points. But, here they come. In the pit lane. There's everybody. Everybody's coming. Everybody's coming in the pit lane. There it is. So this is gonna be a hello.
Stage break was a lap early.
Okay.
Where they finished before where they just finished their previous lap under yellow is where they ended for the stage.
Okay.
So yeah, this is stage break. They're pitting for stage break, and we're about to start stage 2. Just letting you know if you didn't.
Copy. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
That was our league commissioner, Tyler Smith. Drop in, let me know that we are a stage break. Stage number 1 complete, and one and only Keith Fallon, stage winner tonight. Stage 1. Talked to him at the pole position, and there you have it. He is our winner. So once he gets up there. There he is. Let me get him up here. Keith! Above in the booth, you got a read, bub.
Yes, sir. I got you.
Congratulations on the stage 1 victory. I had a
Appreciate it.
feeling we are going to be talking to you again tonight. How was the first stage? What was your thoughts,
It was a little
dude?
warm, but I mean, there was a couple of times my rear end wanted to come out on me, but luckily I was able to catch it. the cautions kind of went exactly how I thought they were going to
Hang on,
go.
we're not going green.
Uh,
Not going green.
Should be a fun second stage. I think everybody's kind of figuring out the restarts now, so we're going to be trying double file, and
That's
I'm
what
hoping that sticks.
that was going to be my next question. Do we think we're going to go double file or say single file for the restarts? But it looked like you just confirmed it for us as we see y'all doubling up now. Keith, congratulations, stage 1 victory. Uh, we'll let you get back to it, and hopefully we get to talk to you again today.
All right, I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Congratulations and good luck rest of the race.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir. That was Keith Fallon. Stage 1. Stage 1 is for all you non-race fans or somebody new to racing. Stage, it's a caution that they throw out, and you get so many points. So because Keith won that, he got 20 points towards the season. Chris Mackey got, say 10 points for the season, and all those add up. So we have 2 stages in each one, similar like NASCAR. So like it's race between the races. The stage winners cannot, necessarily be the ones to race or win the race, but oftentimes if you're running well, you get stage points, and that's how the season standings and stuff are calculated at the end. And as we're going green, stage 2, Chris Mackey did get a little slower restart on the bottom lane. Keith Fallon, again on that top line, has been dominant on restarts, as we can see. And here we go. Keith Fallon ripping it out front. Chris Mackey behind him. And is that who I think it is? One East broadcaster, Andy Lewis, in the 3rd spot, has worked his way up to the front. Maybe on a pit strategy. Maybe just tire strategy. But you got Michael Prince behind him. Stephen Blevins working their way up there. You got young buck Bryce Keegan working on Stephen Blevins right now, trying to get a look on the inside. Just got to put some pressure on them. These guys are starting to get used to the track, used to what their car, pushing their cars, see what their car can do and what they're comfortable with doing right now. Big part in that. Behind them, you got Austin Norris, Tyler Cadd battling for 7th and 8th. Bailey Brennan, Bucket Boy, haven't heard much from him tonight, but he has worked his way back up into the top 10 at the 9 position. Noel McClurg has had a rough night already. You can see just working on them as well with Scary Terry Vincent behind him. Gonna start putting some pressure on. Dennis Orff looks on in 12th spot. Danny Jackson bringing down his neck. So coming around the turns here. Arden left. We got newcomer Cody Moore. He has worked his way back to the lead lap. And looking to get caught up with these guys. And it's a long race, and I'm sure he is not worried anyway. You have Jamin Bernhardt behind him, looking in the 15th spot. Danny Miglin in the 16th spot. Brian McClurg, Brian Matthews. Oh, something may have had a little damage. You might see there a little bit, but yes, they will all trying to fight their way back up through the field to catch this guy right here in the number 40 car, Keith Fallon. Stage 1 winner. And shoot, buddy.
Caution, yellow flag.
Here we go. Caution. Caution is out. Looks like Terry Vincent. Let's go see what happens. Terry Vincent looking on the oh, you don't want that. Coming out too. Alright, we're gonna go back. I had turbo mode there. Slow mo here. Again, we've seen this a lot tonight. We're gonna continue to see it tonight. Coming out of 2, trying to get on that gas extremely early. Trying to get their momentum and the speed out of the turn. Car just kind of does it. Just wants to keep on going. And tried to correct it. Almost corrected it into the inside wall. Nose first. Doesn't look like terrible damage. No big damage there. But there is a bunch of people going into pit lane. You can see they're headed into pit lane there. Try to catch them when they come out. Keith Fallon, Chris Mackey, Bryce Keegan, number 3. Stephen Blevins, 4 spot. Tyler Cadd, 5th. Daniel Miglin, 6th. They all elected to stay out. Gain some track position. As you see, Andy the Broadcaster coming out of pit lane. Followed by Michael Prince, Austin Norris, Nolan McClurg, Cody Moore, Dennis Orff, Danny Jackson, Terry Vincent, Bailey Brennan. All got that damage repaired. I'm sure they're probably out of a fast repair, or they're hanging on to the fast repair. And being able to just kind of work at that. It's a long race. We're lap 61 of 200. Every pit stop you make, if you can cut, a couple seconds off there, 30 seconds or so, and not have to use that fast repair, that way whenever the race ends, is getting to the final stages and, want to take that fast repair, you're getting a big wreck, big damage, you can have that fast repair to instantly repair that car and not have any time taken off. For the viewers at home, that is just just a having the opportunity, you get it one time per race to where it instantly fixes all the damage on your car instantaneously. Once that is used, you have to either wait for them to manually fix your car. Sometimes it take a minute, sometimes take 5 minutes, sometimes take 20 minutes. Just depending on how severe the damage is. So keeping that fast repair in your back pocket is a big thing to have, especially late in the race. As we see, they are double stacked here now. Pace car is off. Keith Fallon has chosen that outside lane again. Chris Mackey going to try to get as they go and get a good restart there. We've seen Keith dominate the restarts. He's the man that's always pulled away. And I think that's the goal for him, to stay out there, stay away from the traffic, and see what happens. But you can see Chris Mackey has worked his way to the back of Keith. I think that's the closest that anybody's got to Keith today. Mackey is challenging on the inside for the lead. Mackey out of nowhere, coming out of a freaking shotgun, dude. As Keith said, no, sir, I'm just going to take this back. I was just messing around on the outside. See where you were going to run, if you're going to run me. And he found that out real fast and took the lead back. But valiant effort from Chris Mackey. As you see the battle for the lead, Chris Mackey is putting the pressure on Keith Fallon now. Seeing what he has to do, seeing where Keith's going to defend, or if Keith's just going to keep running his line.
Yellow flag.
As we get another caution. Let's see what. See. See anything? Dennis was so far behind right there. We may be able to go. Oh yeah, there it is. Kind of went through the infield there. Coming out of 4, got a little squirrely, it looks like. Yep. And about hit the pit barrier, went through the grass. Saved it, kept it out of the infield wall. Nobody was really affected by that, but that may have been where a caution came. But back to the race lead. One and only Keith Fallon in the throwback scheme. His dad Jack designed himself years ago, has recreated it and put it on this car here in this iRacing, which is kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. I wish I would have got the photo of the actual car that Jack designed and put side-by-side comparison to that car, and it is spot on. Spot on. It's actually really cool. One of my favorite paint schemes I've seen all year. There's been some cool ones too. The man behind them, Chris Mackey, owner of Chop House Restorations in Georgia, for all your restoration needs, also has some very awesome paint schemes. But he is tonight's sponsor for the Rock 200. And if you don't know who Chop House Restorations is, you haven't heard us say before, he is a locally owned, operated roofing and storm restoration company. Insurance claims, roof replacements, retail store damage roofing, gutter installations, all the above. If you're in Echoworth, Georgia, and you need any of those services done, hit up Chris Mackey, Chop House Restorations. And again, Chris, thank you for sponsoring tonight's race and all the races you have sponsored this season. We appreciate you. And can he restore your credit? Chris Mackey, maybe if, you know what? If you go down to Georgia, get a job with Chris Mackey, he'd probably hire you. You're a good worker. And he might restore your credit that way. Get some paychecks. And maybe he'll fix it that way. We are going green. I love it, Dick Tracy. I love it. Chris Mackey. And Daniel Miglin has worked his way to the 3 spot, challenging Chris Mackey for the 2nd spot. As you see Keith pull away with the lead again, staying out there in front, in the clean air, away from traffic. Loves to see that number 9, that number 4, and that number 21 with Bryce Keegan, Young Buck, battling for position behind him. So that's occupying them and not occupying their focus on that number 40 Mobile. Forward, out there in front, racing hard. I do want to go back and look at this because here we go now. Chris Mackey's kind of pulled away from Daniel Miglin. Daniel Miglin and Keith Fallon are teammates. They've been dominant in this side draft racing league together. They have picked up Jamin Bernhardt, his teammate as well, and has made leaps and bounds. Jamin has massively improved in this league. It's shown that he's been fast, and I think it's due to the fact from learning from these two guys that have been fast. As you see Chris Mackey, hold up. Chris Mackey going for the lead from Keith Fallon. Here on lap number 73 as he just doesn't. Oh, is he going to get him? He does get a run down the backstretch. Here it is. Is Keith going to get a run on the outside to pass him, or is he going to let him slide? Oh. Going out 4, and we have a new leader, folks. Lap 73, Chris Mackey has taken the lead from Keith Fallon. As we have a new race leader, Chris Mackey, tonight's sponsor, Chop House Restorations, in the number 9 Napa Mobile. As he has finally done it, has caught Keith Fallon, has passed him for the lead, and is now our leader. As you see, Nolan McClure is also challenging Keith Fallon right now for the number 2 spot. Nolan has been fast all year, has had some terrible luck with a lot of these drivers, and you can tell that maybe fresher tires for Nolan, as Keith says, hold up. Yeah, I think you're talking. Nick, I think you were talking about Chris Mackey there for a little bit. I thought he was. He was going to pass him and then go up and touch the wall. But he kept her out of there, kept her going, which is good. Nolan McClurg. Daniel Meglin also passed his teammate as Keith has dropped down to the number 4 position. And you got Bryce and you got Michael Prince back there behind him. Working at him, seeing what they can do. The first Hunter Prince has got to get past the young buck, Bryce Keegan, who is definitely going to be staying up late past his bedtime tonight. He might be a little late for school tomorrow, as this young buck is turning some laps. We hit like lap 78, 200 this time around. See Bailey Brennan go real high right there. In the Florida State machine. Has ran real well all season since joining Side Draft. He was a couple races back behind. Didn't get to race with us the first couple races, but has joined this league and has been a force. Fast. For all the viewers, if you have not, as he gets into the wall right there, if you have not heard us talk about the Bucket Boy, he literally drives this simulator game, whatever you want to call it, on a 5-gallon bucket, on a bleacher pad, in his college dorm room, and is fast as lightning. And it's proud. It's really daggone impressive, honestly. As you see Terry Vincent behind him, trying to catch up, maybe just saving some tires. Cody Moore, the new driver, this week, who's going to be joining Side Draft Racing League. And the number 88 Chevrolet has caught his way back up and is now in the top 10 at the number 9 spot. Working on one of the fastest drivers in this league. Keeping up. Showing him he can compete. See Stephen Blevins back there. 10 spot. And one and only. I'm missing him phenomenally right now because he's not in the booth with me. But he's out there on the racetrack. And he's the broadcaster. Trying to get a move done on Stephen Blevins over on the outside. And getting her done. As he does switch back. Going inside. If y'all don't know, Andy has taught me, Colin, and Jer all we know about racing. And he's fast, and we're not. But we'll talk about that on a different day. Steve Blevins. Behind him, you got Danny Jackson running the high line. And Tyler Cat there as well. Trying to catch Danny Jackson and pass. Got Brian Matthews. The Cat Machine behind him. Jamin Bernhardt. Halo, going for a pass on the inside. Trying to get all the positions you can here. And I'm a clerk. I think maybe still has some damage on that front end. He does. Out of fast repairs, but he's going to keep working at that damage. We hit lap 84 of 200. Austin Norris rounding out the field right now. Go back to the leaders. Chris Mackey, Nolan McClurg. Caught Chris Mackey. You can see that everybody's working at that outside line right now. Oh yeah, Nick. We are talking 5-gallon Lowe's bucket with I don't know if it's Atlanta seat cushion in his college dorm room on an old makeup corner cabinet, PC monitor, steering wheel attached to it. He drives on a 5-gallon Lowe's bucket. For real. I'm calling the bucket boy. And when you get beat by the bucket boy, and you got a fancy, expensive, driving rig, yes, sir, it is a 5-gallon bucket, and there is no bullshit in that. As you see, we have a new race leader, Nolan McClurg. Took the lead from Chris Mackey. Chris Mackey looked like he got a little loose coming out of 2. Allowed Nolan the advantage to get past him there. work to lead, as now we can see if Chris Mackey can catch back up to Nolan and take his lead back. Behind those two, Daniel Miglin working, trying to catch it back up.
The yellow flag is
No
out.
other than he found behind him. And we do have a caution. We do have a caution, as you heard. I don't see. And find it. It was not Keith. Back. Mm, maybe. Oh, there's a. Oh my, we had a shuffle there. I did not know what brought out that car. Because we're not in a stage break. Stage break is 110. I wonder. I wonder. Or excuse me, the young buck. How many young buck? I wonder if there was some green flag. I think he just may have got loose a little bit. Coming out of 2. Yep. See a little fishtail there, and then oh, big damage. That was probably it right there. Right. One. People in the back green flag here. As we got Ryan McClurg staying out. Pole position right now. Jamin Bernhardt, Danny Jackson, Nolan McClurg, Chris Mackey, dropped down to the 5 spot. Michael Prince, Andy, Broadcaster, Bailey Brennan, Cody Moore, Daniel Miglin, Keith Fallon, Brian Matthews, Terry Vincent, Stephen Blevins, Dennis Orff, Austin Norris, Tyler Cadd, and Young Buck Bryce Keegan. I think it's still getting that damage taken care of. You see, I can't tell. I think Ryan McClurg does have some front end damage there, but it's not a draft track. He gets out in front. He can still be quick. Pace car's off. See how this restart is. Green, and oh, Jamin Bernhardt in the outside wall. As we can kind of see that. Again, we saw it live there. Let's see. Nolan McClurg. See kind of what this looks like from inside the cockpit. You kind of slow roll this slow motion. Kind of see you get to watch Ryan McClurg kind of hit the restart zone and fully accelerate. You see Jamin trying to get up there as well, closest to him to get the restart. Ryan takes off. Jamin takes off. And there she goes. She hooks right into the side of and back into that. And there's no avoiding that. You're double stacked right there. Nolan McClurg gets collected with some damage right there, which it is part of the game. That's why they went single foul right there a couple laps ago. So, Dick, there's nothing wrong with the cars. It's the track temps and tire wear. what happens is this track is banked. You go to accelerate. A lot of people on super speedways, flat, long distances, keep the wheel straight, but you're technically still in a bank. And as you're doing that, it's track temp is super warm, and if you don't control your throttle, it hooks right into the right one. If you've seen them multiple times tonight, and that's where you really get yourself in trouble if you forget to, or you're really wanting to let them, feather your throttle to get out of there best without sending sounds. Is the 40 okay? Where did Keith Fallon go? Keith Fallon has dropped back to the 9th. I think he's okay. There's a lot of strategies for viewers at home about tires, about, you take 2 tires, you take 4 tires, you can just take gas, in these strategies. And everybody's going to run a different strategies. And that's why you see the field mix up a while. But at the end of all that, when you throw cautions in there as well, it starts to really shuffle things up, because then people that are a different strategy, everybody can pit. So it really throws the field off sometimes. I think he's going to be fine. He's going to run his strategy. He's going to run his lane, and he'll be all right at the end. It's going to be caution is really the name of the game. If it's straight green flag, that's where you get to see all the rotations in the field as everybody makes green flag pit stops and stuff like that. Going to have a lot of cautions tonight. You've seen already. So as these guys rotate to the front, you'll see a lot of mix-ups. But I think we're going to go green here. Ryan McClure, yep, pace car off. Danny Jackson,
Green.
restart zone. Here we go, green flag. And Ryan McClure's off. Danny Jackson high. Chris Mackey shoots the inside, taking a position away from Danny Jackson. Having the opportunity to run down Ryan McClure. As you can see there. Nolan Clark back there as well in the 4th spot. But they took off. They panicked out of there. Chris Mackey working on that 69 Ryan McClure mobile and putting some pressure on. Danny Jackson's also back there staying right to it. We've seen an excellent performance out of him last week. Here again, strong performance out of Danny Jackson. In the number 18 Red Bull machine. You see Chris Mackey going high. Danny Jackson looking to take advantage of that. And the switchback move by Chris Mackey. What a move. What a freaking move by Chris Mackey to take back the lead right there. Go high, come back on the inside, be able to pass on the freaking tri-oval. And get her done. What a pass. I bet you Ryan McClure's putting that one in his notebook, said, all right, young buck, I got you. Here we go. Chris Mackey starts to walk away from Ryan McClure a little bit. I don't think he's that worried about it. There is 10 more laps until stage 2. We're going to have to throw another one as, one of those cautions that comes out. There's not going to be any contact, or there could be contact, and it takes you to the 110 mark. Call the stage win there. Chris Mackey is not locked into the playoffs yet. He's one of the drivers that is trying to get into playoffs, maybe win one of these races. Ryan McClure has won a race. So all the points that Chris Mack can get, that's why he's pushing so hard for the stage win. Danny Jackson also another one in the playoff run, looking to get some stage points as we get close to the end of stage 2 here. It's a good battle right here. We got Michael Prince on the inside of Nolan McClure. Michael Prince kind of runs him up the racetrack a little bit. 3 wide. Here we go. Andy, the broadcaster, looking to take advantage of this as he's on the inside lane. Michael Prince stays out of it. Nolan McClure comes out top, but Andy, the broadcaster, took away a position from Michael Prince right there. Working on Nolan McClure. His broadcaster's finding some rhythm. You got the new guy, Cody Moore, kind of following in the broadcaster. Is there 3 wide back there as well? Keith Fallon, Daniel Miglin. Ooh, this is heating up back here. These boys are getting impatient. Keith Fountain kind of works up the racetrack right there against his teammate, Dana Miglin. So watch this. Terry. I think these three are the top three in point standings right now. Kind of all together, so you get to see kind of where they want to run. You see, I think Keith is wanting to kind of oval it out right there. That's where Terry's running the bottom, Daniel's running the top. Stephen Blevins behind him. What a battle right here. See Keith working the outside on Cody Moore. See what he's got. Testing the new guy out. Stacked up here in traffic. As we kind of work our way back up to the front, you see Chris Mackey has put a gap. 1.2 second gap on the field. So he's kind of out there enjoying that fresh air, enjoying no pressure, enjoying no traffic, and just letting her eat. Hopefully to the 110 mark. As it looks like somebody. I'm happy. Yellow flag. Let's take a look. See what we can find out what happened. Oh, man. This ain't going to be good right here. This is in between everybody. They were all fighting for position right here. Let's see what happens. Slowing this down. Got Danny Jackson, Ryan McClurg right there. Andy the broadcaster. Taking advantage of it. Kind of working. They're working up. As Andy comes up. And it's 3 wide right there. Andy gets into the side of Ryan McClurg. As they go. Both kind of save it. Andy's going through the grass. Ryan McClurg already has some damage. Can he save it? Lemons gets by. Tyler Caddy gets by. Excellent job. Excellent job by Ryan McClurg right there to hold that brake. See them tires not spinning. Hold them brakes. Lock that car down. Be predictable. And try to avoid everybody and see everybody did an excellent job of avoiding that. And wow. What a job. What a save. Let's go back and see how Andy the broadcaster fared out in that. See him going through the grass. Let's do a little chase here. As we take through the ride through the grass. You see that on-air broadcaster Andy as he's hill hopping that son of a gun through the daggone grass and Rockingham. Shoo-wee. Flinging mud everywhere. Riding her out. Get a little air time in there. Keep her straight, buddy. Keep her straight. Keep her straight. Andy does. He gets it back on track. Oh! Locks it down. Locks it down. Locks it down. Little touch. Little touch. Big touch. Shoot. Boy, that paint job is sweet, though. I thought Andy was going to... He might have had a little debris on the old tires right there. Made them not... Damage isn't terrible. Damage isn't terrible. So, have to keep an eye on that. Here comes our leaders. Down pit lane. As you can see, Chris Mackey bringing them everybody in here. I think maybe stage, maybe not stage. Tyler Smith might be coming in here and let me know. But everybody's in the pits. We're gonna see him stack up. Let's see. Oh, that's the other side. Pit lane. Who we got? Daniel Miglin. First out of pit lane. Tyler Cadd. Keith Fallon. Chris Mackey. Dennis Orff. Danny Jackson. Michael Prince. Nolan McClurg. Cody Moore. Stephen Blevins. Terry Vincent. Brian Matthews. Andy the broadcaster. Austin Norris. Jamin Bernhardt. I think Ryan McClurg and Bailey Brennan may be getting some damage taken care of. They slowly work at it. To try to get all that damage taken care of that we don't have to use that fast repair.
Bubba,
Yo, Tyler.
just letting you know again, that is stage break.
Copy. That's what I was just saying to everybody, the viewers at home, that we might be on a stage break here. And yes, sir.
Yeah, We had enough time to technically do a little green-white checkered for the finish, but with how the race is going, just extend the caution a little bit in the stage there, and hopefully get a decent green flag run in here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I believe that makes Chris Mackey our stage winner there.
I think so, but that's not my job. That's your job, brother. You have fun.
Fair enough.
See ya.
All right, later. All right, let's get Chris Mackey up here. If I can find him. Chris. I don't see Chris. Chris. Chris Mackey, you're listening to me.
Green
Go ahead and
flag,
hop
green
up here in the
flag.
booth. Nope, they're going green. We're not even gonna. We'll get him later. Cause here you go. Back to the leader. See him come around there. String of cars behind him, zooming as you see Daniel Miglin take out that commanding lead, just like his teammate behind him, Keith Fallon. We've seen this before, boys and girls. These two in front are hard to catch, hard to beat, hard to pass. D, all the above. But for stage 2 winner, Chris Mackey, Tyler Cadd.
Caution, yellow flag.
Oh, we got a caution. Yellow flag is Tyler Cadd and Chris Mackey were working on trying to get to them teammates. Let's see. Michael Prince. Let's see what happens here. We'll do some far chase. Maybe some chopper. Let's do some chopper. So coming out of 2, and that's it. Sideways, hooks it. Does an excellent job of. Oh my goodness, what a job of Michael Prince to freaking keep that car from hitting the walls, saving that damage. Now he's got to worry about some bald spots on tires, but what a freaking job! What a job! I want to watch that over again. That was impressive. That was daggone impressive. You see him here? Comes around. I'm gonna watch this. Comes around, keeps it in the gas a little bit, locks her down. Got completely locked down there and letting it go, and then he's like, "Uh-oh, I'm gonna hit the wall," and just cuts it back over and takes it away. What a freaking job by Prince there in the purple people eater machine. The Intimidator, as Jared Bear would call him. To save that, keep it out of the wall right there. As we go back to our leaders, caution laps. Got Daniel Miglin, Keith Fallon, Tyler Cadd, Chris Mackey, Nolan McClurg, Danny Jackson, Dennis Orff, Halo, Cody Moore, Stephen Blevins, Brian Matthews, Terry Vincent, Jamin Bernhardt, Andy the Broadcaster, Michael Prince, Ryan McClurg, Austin Norris, Baylor Brennan, Tyler Smith is, I believe, out already. I think he is just admitting at this point. Somebody said, "Let's go Maxi Pad." Oh, who's that? I need that nickname. Who's Maxi Pad? Damn. Ooh. They are double stacked here. Got the teammates of Daniel Miglin, Keith Fallon, Fords up there in front. Got the Chevys behind them, Tyler Cadd, Chris Mackey, Will McClurg, Danny Jackson. See there? Dennis Orff has worked his way. 7th spot. Good job. Good job, Halo has done. Getting over the Rona. Getting the old Rona. Sick. Didn't even have the update. The UI is probably all messed up for him. Everything. He's out here in 7th spot, 8th spot. Get her done. Good on you, Halo. Get out there, buddy. Go get him. I think the pace car is going to come off this lap as it does into the green Restart zone.
Green, green, green.
There we go. Oh, man, that was a pretty good restart right there by the teammates. There's probably some communication on that one. As they pull off, leave the rest of the field behind them. Tyler Cad, Chris Mackey working side by side. Coming out of there. Is a little chop. Let's see back here. See what kind of line they're taking and how much that car bounces around on this track. If you're not paying attention, locked in every single lap, you're gonna put it in the wall just like these guys have done a couple times. But let's work our way back through the field. Chris Mackey, big good all around. Tyler Cad. Bill McClurg with Cody Moore and company. Danny Jackson behind him puts pressure on Nolan. Danny Jackson, there he is. You see Dennis Orff behind him, also putting some pressure. It's about to be good. You see Brian Matthews down there below Michael Prince, I believe. No, he's on Terry. Terry's also fighting for Brian Matthews. Michael Prince got to the back of Dennis Orff and is challenging him now. Almost 3 wide. Brian Matthews low. Terry fits it high. Broadcaster Andy behind him. Looking to take advantage of anywhere he can get. Going around the high side with Terry. Jamin Bernhardt behind him. Stephen Clemens, last week's winner, behind him. Ryan McClurg still out there putting laps down. Still being fast. Love it. Bailey Brennan, the bucket boy, on his 5-gallon bucket. Out there burning some laps as well. Austin Norris. Something may have happened to him. Maybe trying to get some laps down. Or laps back. Bryce Keegan. Don't know where Bryce is. We got a good battle between teammates here. I don't even think this is a battle. I think this is just calm, cool, collected. Save some tires. Let them last as long as we can. And get on racing. We got 121 laps of 200. This here. Side Draft Racing League. Striving Air. The Rock on the Block. Presented by Chop House Restorations. Brought to you by B.A.C. Casting and Drafting. With Bubba in the booth. Lonely Bubba in the booth. But we got Andy on the track. Turning hard to the left. Here we go, baby. 122 of 200. I don't math good, so we're going to go with 78. Yep, all roast Swedish cats. Do it. We already established that Jarrett is our mathematician. And he's our crew chief. I'm the creative one. Colin's the creative one. We're here for good looks. Colin's the better looking one, I should say. That's our pecking order of the broadcasters, alright? But you see these two here leading. Commanded lead. Chris Mackey. Kind of all there all by himself, trying to catch up to these two teammates. And we already know that's a hard task to do. Chris Mackey is holding in there pretty well, prove himself. But you now have Nolan McClurg. Somebody got in the wall right there. Cody Moore, the new guy, coming in here, racing hard and well with these guys. You know, all these other guys have raced well, you know, together and had to go through this phase of learning how each other race and how to race each other. Cody Moore does not have that. He is fresh. This is his first race with these guys. He's got to feel these guys out. As this race goes on, has no idea about any of these guys. So he is just out there turning laps, being fast. I think Cody Moore is about to be a terror in this league. He can't make the playoffs this year, but he can make a statement for that. I think I'm sure. Let me tell you what, buddy. If he wins this race, he can make a statement real fast. Next year. He sticks around, wants to race with Side Draft Race Leagues, but I think he will. But, see Michael Prince, Nolan McClurg getting the wall there a little bit. Nolan trying to catch Cody Moore. Not letting that new guy beat him. Cody Moore putting some rubber down, being fast. Michael Prince, Terry Vincent, right there. Don't count them out, boys and girls. Andy, the broadcaster. One hell of a broadcaster on the booth. Even better driver on that track right there, let me tell you. It was some work. It was some work. Catch him, Andy. Let's see, Ty Cad trying to keep up with Andy. Andy Jackson. This was last week. Andy be in trouble. Be in trouble right now. Andy's got him. Andy's got him beat in the tournament. Speaking of the tournament, well, there's a caution. Ooh. Oh no! I just seen that. We're gonna slow this one down. Jim Bernhardt working around the outside. A little bit slower. Leaders there. They are teammates right there. Keith gave him some room. There they go. I don't know what happened. Just dove to the inside and tried to get back in it or something. And straight back up on the track. Right in front of Cody Moore. Noel McClurg. They all get around it. Terry Vincent looks like he got around it. And Andy, the broadcaster car, could not get around. Andy! Oh,
Nowhere to go.
what happened? That was, you were stuck, brother.
Well, I used my fast repair because I got wrecked at the end of the stage there, and then yeah, I locked up the tires trying to stop for him because he's in the middle of the track. I called out on the radio that there was a wreck and I had nowhere to avoid it. So the way that he bounced off the wall, I had no way to predict where his car was going to go. So that was it for me.
Looking back here, it looked like he, I don't know, because I don't know why he went down there to begin with. Just try to get out of everybody's way, and then he gassed it.
I thought he was going on pit road, and then he just jumped me. So that's it for me, buddy.
Well, Andy, I was just talking good about you on that here broadcast, so you get to watch that one back.
Dude, I went from the back to the front, to the back to the front, to the back to the front because of the way I was pitting and taking fuel to make it to the stages, and I was up there, like, I was in third, and then I decided to pit. That was the worst decision I've made. And then the end of stage 2, I drove all the way up to the front, and then I don't know what happened. The 69 was chewing me out over the radio for, I guess, sending it 3 wide, but I don't know if that was my fault or not. I haven't looked at it yet.
I don't think so, because there's a couple times multiple people went 3 wide, but both players were sliding up, and
yeah, I went low.
If you can keep low, you can keep low. Make passes and be fast, and there ain't nothing about it. Both cars are
bad. I feel bad for Jamin because I had nowhere to go there, but
yeah.
I mean, at the same time, I don't know what he's doing. You know?
Yeah, that'd be interesting to see what exactly was going on there, because he looked like because Keith gave him room coming off 2. He kind of went to the bottom and then went to the bottom and then tried to gas it up, it looked like, and then right on the track, kind of like these restarts that were going on. But we are on now. I'm not as lonely up here on the broadcast booth, and we're going green right here.
Yeah, get ready to rip it and sip it.
Rip it and sip it.
With all the damage is out front.
Shoot! Daniel Biglin. Danny Jackson had a bad restart there. Looked like maybe a little check up, missed the gear. But as you can see,
in the wall.
Yep.
Chris Mackey, he's been fast all night. He had good speed, but Miglin started in the back, drove it to the front. Now he's taking the race lead here. As you can see, Chris Mackey getting McClurg for second. Michael Prince, he's been a hard charger since the last couple of restarts, working his way from the front or the back to the front. He's almost the top 3 here.
Yes, sir.
But after Keith lost the lead, it's like he can't pass in this dirty air. Don't know what's going on.
That's what I was saying during the broadcast. I think he loved that. The best thing was him for all them cautions. Get out there every restart. He had a great restart every time. Just staying out in front of everybody and running his line, and once Chris Mackey kind of caught him and took that away from him, I don't know if tires fell off. There's a lot of pit in there going back and forth, so may have just
Yep.
caught up with him a little bit. Hasn't been able to recover too well, but I mean, you were saying he's not recovering too well, but he's in sixth, so he's coming. He's coming. He'll be all right. Fans at the there goes Chris Mackey. Slide job on Danny Miglin for the lead.
Oh yeah.
What a pass.
Oh
Second.
no, they're gonna keep Fallon in the 89 at Orf. That's gonna be a wreck.
Oh, there it is. Maybe.
I hear cars
Yep.
stacking up.
Crashed. All right, let's go check see what happened. We got Dennis Orff there. Keith Fallon on the bottom side. We'll slow roll this for us. Let's see what happened.
Yeah, Keith's got some damage after that.
Seems like they're maybe a checkup. Keith came high. Dennis was going to go low to try to pass maybe Nolan. Got into each other.
Well, it looks like Keith, he was getting that good run off the bottom, and he was expecting Orf to run that corner up closer to the wall, and he did not. Like, Orf was in the middle of the track on exit, so Keith wasn't anticipating that as
Oh, yeah.
Orf squeezed him down the racetrack, and that's what's going to cause that caution. More of a racing deal, but, I mean, it's hard for Keith to see where he's at.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yep. He's going to run that second lane in. Dennis wanted that second lane in, and there you have it. And then just like that, you can be sitting up here with us.
Yeah, dude, I'm up here with you now.
Makes me
Oh
feel
my
better.
god.
Doesn't make me
We
feel
got
better for
Terry,
next
we
week.
got Terry Vincent up here. Terry, are you out too, buddy?
Terry!
Yeah, I'm out.
Ah, shoot. Were you involved with the wreck with me and Jamin, or what happened?
When Jamin's screen went black and just shot up the track.
Yep,
That's what it
I had
was,
nowhere
man.
to go. I slammed on the brakes, and yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, it was. I was just trying to track down Prince and just bad luck, I guess.
Yep,
Terrible luck. There's been a lot of that here tonight. But,
dude, I'm getting a beer.
oh, dude,
I
the
need
nerves
one
are that
right
bad?
now.
The nerves aren't bad. It's just the I think the frustration of
Oh,
how that
yes.
race played out for me. You know,
Yeah, I agree with that.
that was a very frustrating race at a track that I don't think was that difficult if guys kept it under them, but there was a lot of I'm sure you saw if you want Andy's recap, there's a lot of wrecks at the beginning on the restarts, and that was a crapshoot.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah, that would be back.
It was definitely a lot of restarts. I think once you guys went single file there on those restarts, kind of simmered everybody down. And of course, I
Yeah.
think stage 2. I think you guys started out double file again and immediately cautioned. So, but I heard it multiple times through the week. The restarts are gonna be wild, gonna be crazy.
Restarts are key for sure.
Dude, shout out to the pace car, leading a lot of laps tonight.
Yeah, dude, pace car's out there, dude. He's probably stage 1 and 2 winner. He might
Pace
even be the
car's
race leader.
dominating.
Do
Chris
y'all
Mackey, I
have-
think is. What's up, Terry?
Do y'all have info on how many
Green
cautions
flag,
there's
green
been so far?
A lot.
No, sir. But a lot. You see Chris Mackey and Michael Prince go out. Hey, man, lead rate. I don't know if Daniel Baker had a bad restart. Was scared to put the restart into the wall. But Chris Mackey and Michael Prince took advantage of it for sure right there.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Terry and I, we were quick working our way through the field, and a few guys were a little aggressive tonight. Don't know what it was about, but when their tires started falling off, people were really like fighting for their lives to keep positions. It was kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see the newcomer? Did y'all get to
Dude,
race?
Cody Moore.
Cody Moore.
Cody Moore was he was in the chat with me. We were working together. He's doing good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He's on my strategy.
He's
So let's see if Cody can get her done.
He's looking pretty strong. Pretty strong. Has been fast. Passed a lot of people tonight. He did have the one little incident right there. can't remember who it was with. Nolan McClure, maybe. You got into the
It was
back
with Halo.
or Halo. That's who it was. Yep, yep. So, but he's been clean after that. He's been fast. So, it's gonna be exciting for the rest of the year. Not a playoff eligible driver, but can finish the season out.
Yep.
Showing his dominance here, kind of like we've seen this before from a bucket boy, Bailey Brennan, when he joined the league. So
Yeah.
the talent pool
Yep.
is increasing.
Bucket Boy was a emotional wreck. It seemed like tonight.
Oh, was he? Ups and downs.
Oh yeah.
You see Tyler Cladd, Nolan McClurg there, battling for the 5th spot. Brian Matthews, Stephen Blevins battling for the 7th spot. Just for a little bit. See if Stevens can hold that. Stevens can hold that bottom line, and he does. Does well.
I'm
Brian
not gonna
Matthews
lie.
outside lane.
I'm listening to the radio right now, and Terry might attest to this, but in the words of quoting a Ricky Bobby movie, Noel McCurg is driving off like a pissed off teenager.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
Has a lot of front end damage on that machine, I could tell you that.
Yeah, I think both of the players had a lot of front end damage. Probably use their fast spares early, or they're just waiting for that fast spare to use at the end of the race. But I'm assuming it's spent already.
Yeah, so that incident between me and Nolan in stage 1. that
Oh
was
yeah,
just-
dude. Spicy.
I was defending, got tight,
Yep.
just came up a little further than I thought I would.
Yeah, Chris Mackey though I think is going to be the pick tonight to get this thing done. He's just
Oh, we got
relaxed up front.
We got Miglin coming up to Prince right now.
Oh yeah, side by side.
Second.
Here we go. This battle. Get outside. Prince not going to get an exit off there. Probably want to keep it straight. Big is on a mission. Catch this man right here, Chris Mack. Sponsored a nice race. Chop House Restorations.
Woo! You got a roof, dude? Chris Mackey just scraped the wall.
Hey. It's alright. That's alright. A little bit of paint swab. That is sweet paint job, but
Yeah, I like the
He's
Napa
fast.
car. That's sick.
I do too.
Jamin though is kind of down bad in the field, not looking too hot after his incident with his monitor, but he's still out there running, so at least he's got that going.
Right. So, looking at our matchups. I'm going to do a little in-season tournament peek. Brian Matthews against Keith Fallon. All right, so we got Brian Matthews in the 9th spot.
Uh-oh. Keith is out of the race? I didn't even notice that.
Oh, Keith is out of this.
He disconnected.
Oh no,
There's like
Brian Matthews.
there's 13 cars left on the track.
Daniel Biglin. Prince. Cody Moore working on Michael Prince right here. So that's going to move Brian Matthews into the next round of the in-season tournament. We got Michael Prince and Terry Vincent. Terry? Terry's up here at me, so we're
I
going to
could
go.
go back out, but
Yeah, Michael
it's
Prince.
not worth it.
We're going to go ahead and say Michael Prince is going to move on to that one. So it's going to be a Brian Matthews, Michael Prince. Who we got? Bryce Keegan and Stephen Blevins. Stephen Blevins is running
Bryce
6.
left.
Bryce is out of the race.
Bryce is gone. Stephen Blevins.
Yeah.
Chris Mackey and Daniel Jackson. Well,
Chris Mackey's dominating this race. Daniel Jackson, though, he's been clean tonight. I mean, if he gets a late opportunity, he might have a shot at Chris, but Chris is going to have some misfortune for Daniel to get him.
Danny Jackson's working on Tyler Cadd right now. And,
Yeah, Tyler Cadd and Danny Jackson, they don't have the pace, but Tonight they've been very patient. They're letting guys by that are quicker. They're not overworking their stuff. They're just doing what they need to do to score points for their championship hopes. For
Yep.
bigger picture for the playoffs. So
Yep.
shout out to those two for just having a good race overall, in my opinion.
Yeah, being consistent. Then pre-race, I went over. Danny Jackson was one of our winners for the pre-race. Not just for beating broadcasters, but being up front, pole position last week, fast again this week. Excellent job. Luck's just turning around. Happy for him. And yeah, and I went ahead and did it. Put us on the biggest loser. It's Collins. Was the not the Collins broadcasters, and I said it wasn't Collins' fault. It's not the result we wanted. Race a hell of a race at Atlanta last week, but it is what it is. And next year, look out. But check back in with Chris Mackey, see how he's worked that lead. We're at 156 of 200 laps. Doing the rock at the block. 200 Top House restorations. The leader and the owner of Top House Restorations, Chris Mackey, in the #1 spot. Right.
Yeah, we're getting closer and closer to this final pit window. These guys are getting about 40 laps of gas. So for Chris, he's kind of keeping an eye on it, hoping these guys can stay green. But if I'm Chris right now, I'm just doing what I'm doing. I'm managing my stuff. He's running consistent lap times, and he really just needs to run long.
Yeah, I said I didn't have a lot of insight on gas, what y'all had, and
40 laps, Bubba.
40 laps.
Yep.
So we really didn't get to see a lot of green flags tonight. Due to
No,
all
we
the
did not.
cautions, but we might get one here, brother. Might get a
Yeah,
little
that
green
was
flag to stop.
That was a hell of a moment for a few people.
We got a battle for third going on.
Let's get to it.
Got Cody around Prince, and Leclerc caught him.
Nolan catching up to him. Up. Battle. New guy, Cody Moore. Chased by Michael Prince. Oh, Leclerc to the inside of Michael Prince as well, though. Looking, see how well he can get a run. Terrible, not terrible. The inside as well. And sliding up towards Michael Prince. Had to probably lift there. Michael Prince gets the advantage on the outside, but wall taps. A little bit. Let's see what Nolan McClure's comes in these corners. All kind of in line. You can see the hood damage there. Wrinkled. If it was a roof or a siding, Chris Mackey would be the one to repair it. But I don't think he does any body work. And just Nolan has kind of fell behind Michael Prince, trying to swap the lines on him a little bit. Nope, it's at the bottom. But you can just see how that car is not wanting to hug that bottom line at all. I think Michael ball tap there. I don't know if Nolan did, but got a good run there. See if he can keep it on the bottom. Big pass. You can see in these cars, you are constantly relying on that spotter because you cannot see that purple people eater machine on that outside as you go. That pass.
We got Miglin slowly closing in on Mackey for the lead.
Uh-oh. Go Biglin's view. About 1 second behind. Yeah, he's closing.
He was down to 0.8, and Mackey pulled back out a little bit.
Hold on, let me. All right. Enough messing around. Here we go.
Well, dude, Daniel Miglin is kind of looking at the gap between him and Mackey. Like, Miglin is starting to rope some better laps here.
And we got some lap traffic.
Yeah, we
Austin
do.
Norris.
Austin Norris. Looks like it's Norris. And then Ryan McClurg. I think McClurg's out there just nursing damage.
Yeah, I think so.
So his race is kind of cooked.
Let's see how well he can get around Austin Norris here.
Looks like they're starting green flag.
Chris
pit
Mackey's
stops.
going to pit. He's slow down.
Smart. Daniel
Miglin's
goes
pitting
behind
with
him.
him.
There we
Michael
go.
Prince is already pitted. So this could give Nolan McClurg the lead. No, Cody Moore, new leader at the stripe.
Ooh.
First lap led for him in his first race this season. Good for Cody Moore, dude.
Daniel Miglin squeezed in there at the entry of pit lane. Did he get a speeding penalty? As we will see. Don't know though. Let's see who comes out first. As we start our where'd it go?
So Moore's on pit road now. Gonna do his thing. Chris Mackey and Miglin leaving pit road. Jamin, he pitted, but I think he's a lap down at this point. 28 of Matthews is really slow on the apron. And so it's going to leave Nolan McClurg as the leader for the time being, but, you know, he's got a little bit of damage.
Damage. Clemens is still out there. Not pointed yet.
Uh-oh. Somebody's calling out a wreck. Yeah, Michael Prince is slow. He's still rolling. I don't think we're going to get a yellow. He's still going, so.
Speaking of that, dude, I thought you were going to ride it through that grass. There's the first time.
Dude, I tried and the brakes locked up and I slammed into the wall and I just kind of gave like a big sigh and I was like, well, crap. I tried, dude. I sent it. I mean, if I wouldn't have hit the wall there, I would have been okay.
Yeah.
But I was trying to use that little checkered spot in the infield to like slow my car down. Did not work.
Oh, yeah. See Nolan McClurg out there trying to find
Well, Miglin has cycled ahead of Chris Mackey, and he's got a pretty big advantage over him now by about half a straightaway after that pit stop. So, Daniel Miglin, after this cycle, looking like he's going to be our race leader.
All right.
But Danny Jackson, who we talked about previously, he is in a good spot. Tyler Cadd is out there running top 10. Michael Prince trying to gain some ground that he lost.
Did you see Steven Blevins and Danny Jackson both just went in the pit lane?
All right.
Nolan McClurg is still out there. Haley Brennan, Austin Norris are still out there. Nolan is slow around the top. Maybe just gonna let Michael Prince go. You can tell he is riding that top line. On traffic now. Tyler Cadd,
Sounds
Austin
like
Norris around him.
Cody Moore, rookie, had his issue, and it sounds like Cody's race may be done. I don't see him on the track.
Nolan McClurg in pit lane.
So Cody Moore officially out of the race.
Shoo!
Just a little update on that driver. But that's put Austin Norris. He is in third.
Haley Brennan coming in. Austin Norris is I think gonna be in the lead coming this time.
Yeah, Noel McClurg, he's making his pit stop. So Norris staying out. That's going to inherit the lead for him. We'll see how long he can hang on. I'm sure he doesn't have much left.
Yep. Ryan McClurg still out there.
Yeah.
Yep.
The 57 is going to pit. Noel McClurg.
Ryan McClurg
He's
also
still got
coming
the
in.
lead. Exiting pit road. Oh no, there's a wreck. Turn
Caution,
3,
yellow
right in
flag.
front of
Oh.
Nolan McClurg. It's just like Richmond, dude. He's in the lead. The car in front of him wrecks. Jamin Bernhardt, 2 for 2, screen going black. Wrecks a bunch of drivers, and now he's done it again, this time to the 16 of Nolan.
See what happens.
Bernhardt, technical difficulties at home. Needs to fix the Wi-Fi or the HDMI. Don't know what it is, but that is 2.
See what happens.
So McClurg,
I like that one. It's coming off pit lane.
dude, if you could hear the radio right now, it is chatting.
Oh, I'm sure.
It is getting chippy.
A little chippy, a little spicy in the chat.
It is spicy, dude. It's chippy.
Or,
It's been chippy all night, but McClurg is crab walking his car to pit road.
Oh, brother.
Yeah, he's fired up. So Nolan's out, Jamin's out. That leaves like after Cody Moore has made his exit, I think there's 10 cars left.
Brother. Here we go, right along with Nolan. Coming out of pit lane. You can see the smoke up there. Slow this thing down. Car comes back. He's kind of straddling the apron end of the track. Not being able to turn. Tagged into the wall. Oh, that's
Man, oh man, dude, this is rough.
bad.
I mean, it sucks. It sucks for Jamin. It sucks for everybody else that got affected by it, especially those in the tournament, the guys with points. I mean, it's just unfortunate, all of the incidents that have unfolded here tonight. It's taken out a lot of the drivers in the field. There's going to be some heated conversations this week, I can tell you that.
Oh, hot takes is gonna be hot.
Dude, yeah. It's going to be spicy. Tyler's going to have to put everybody in the timeout in the chat today. There's already a couple drivers that are maybe timed out, brother.
Oh, timed out, dude.
Yeah. Long.
Yep. A couple drivers from HOR got into it from another driver that had an incident. And, yeah, the tempers are flaring off the racetrack. But Noel McClurg, it looks like he is DNF'd.
How many we got? Chris Mack.
We got 20 to go. We got Chris Mackey and Miglin. Miglin's the leader. He chose high for this restart. Mackey's going to be restarting on the inside. But now, after Miglin had that advantage after that green flag pit stop cycle, it's going to give Mackey the chance to go get him.
Yes.
But Michael Prince, after that spin, he is up to 5th. Bailey Brandon, the bucket boy, who's had a little bit of pace tonight, he is in 7th. So I expect the 31 and the 6 to gain some ground here. There's hardly anybody left. This looks like a nocturnal race.
Oh,
Miglin's
yeah,
going to
dude.
lead him into the restart zone.
Chris
Over
Mackey
Chris Mackey.
got a good jump off of that. He got a good read off that because he is now door to door with Daniel.
Well, I think we could make it green to the end here with the small amount of race cars left.
Oh yeah, for sure. 21 laps. Chris Mackey's slide
Mackey's
job up
gonna
into
slide
Ooh.
job. Well, slide job off of the Miglin off of turn number 4. Mackey's the new leader, and now there goes that Napa Auto Parts number 9. He's got that know-how to get the move done, taking the lead from the points leader, Daniel Miglin. I don't think he's the points leader anymore, though. I think that changed after last week.
We did pull it up. He was
He
still
was
up there.
still ahead in the points.
It's not going to be by much.
Yeah,
Well,
not
me
after.
and Keith are both out, so he's gonna get a big gap on us.
Yeah, Keith Fallon out of this race. That's going to be a big deficit for points for him. Same thing with you, Terry. But Chris Mackey, I mean, he's been consistent all night here at The Rock. He's looking good. He just wants to see a green flag for the next 18 laps. He's going to try and bring this thing home. Look at him running that wall.
Let's say.
Dang, dude. Chris Mackey's looking good.
Getting run off that thing. I ain't gonna say a word. Keith, if you're listening, I thought Danny Jackson broke the daggone
Dude.
broadcaster curse last
I
week.
feel bad. I feel bad for Keith. Dennis Orff is waiting for an interview. We're not going to give it to him. He's going to
Oh
not have
boy,
good things to say, so don't pull him up.
copy. We got 17 to go here,
Yellow flag is out.
and then we got a
All right,
caution.
there's a yellow.
Oh, buddy.
Well, Chris Mackey is now going to be the man setting the restarts. Looks like Austin Norris was the reason for our yellow. Looks like it was a solo move there for that 57 Callaway machine. The rainbow car. He got really loose off of turn number 2, snap hooked it down the backstretch, locked it up, slammed into the wall.
He almost saved it though. He did the right thing. Just got into it a little early coming out of it. Turned it back the other way.
Dude, I'm so mad that I didn't get an interview.
I know it.
You want to know why?
You were very heated in the moment.
Because I was gonna say it's not just a boulder, it's the rock. I wanted to
guess
say
what?
that.
You can say it in the
bad,
broadcast
dude.
booth, buddy. It was real
Now I'm up
freaking
here-
lonely up
now
here.
I'm up here anyway, and we get to have fun, so I'm not mad. I mean, tonight was about having fun for me.
It's not so much fun for me. No, I think it went good. Hopefully the listeners at home got a good kick out of it.
Dude, Andy's
Got
back in the
to
booth.
hear me struggle.
I just
Golly.
know there's going to be 1 or 2 drivers that say, "Oh, you're the broadcaster. You belong in the booth. You shouldn't have been on the racetrack." Blah blah blah. I thought you can ask Terry. I was racing everybody pretty darn clean.
Yeah.
I think so.
I was
Yeah, like-
giving room. I was putting the car on the yellow line the whole time. I was trying not to do anything crazy. A couple times I made some aggressive moves, but I didn't collect anybody.
Hey,
In my
there's
opinion.
been a lot of people on this track, in this race league, that's made some aggressive moves, all right? I think
I mean,
you're...
Andy, you did put me and someone else 3 wide, and I was in the middle, and I was just like, hold on to it, hold on.
Oh,
to
that's
it.
when that's
Yeah.
when Michael was that Michael Prince when you guys got like tied up the racetrack.
I don't
think-
know.
Yeah, we never come
Hey,
here
was
for
that,
the
was
racing.
that on the restart, Terry?
Yeah, that was on the restart.
Yeah, that was my bad. I got a huge jump and then I felt terrible, so I just kind of was like, I'm gonna push, and then I backed out of it and kind of tried to give people some room, and like it was momentarily, and that was when I was kind of fired up. I'm not gonna lie, but then I backed it down. So
Yeah. I was just trying to tiptoe through 1 and 2 just to not spin.
well, it was hard to gauge everybody's speed because you had some people that were really cautious and others that were like trying to pick people off the moment the flag went green. So there was a few cars that were like brake heavy early, and it was very difficult to judge what everybody was trying to do to stay clean on the racetrack because I had a bad qualifying. I hit the wall, and then they
I
checked
wondered.
up. They checked up, dude, and there was a moment where everybody spun on the second restart, and I just stopped. I sat there, and then that put me from 8th to 18th. So I drove through the field all the way up to 3rd for the end of that like stage restart, and then yeah, it was a fun time. Well, we got to get back to the action. I'm sorry, I'm doing all this side chatter. We got Chris Mackey in the 9 with Daniel Miglin, who is outside. 51 of Stephen Blevins. He's up in 4th. The 31 of Michael Prince in 3rd. But Danny Jackson in that pink 18 machine, coming off of a great finish last week at Atlanta. Let's see if he can keep the momentum going. Danny Jackson is in a position to score big points and capitalize here tonight at the Rock. There's going to be
Green,
about
green.
12 to go at the stripe. Chris Mackey leads him, and
no!
Chris Mackey's going to spin the tires. He gets hard into the outside wall. That's going to be it for the Napa number 9.
Oh, he is mad.
Oh, no. I don't think he's had damage tonight, so he could use the fast repair, but a lot of guys were affected by that with some contact. Specifically, the 4 of Miglin. He got nose damage for sure.
Here we go.
Mackey's car doesn't look too banged up.
He got a heck of a start. He was trying to fake Miglin out, I think. He slowed him down. Miglin was side by side right there. Went to get an excellent restart. Broke on him. I slowed this down. I want to see, so the viewers at home can see just how you're still banked right there pretty good. You gotta punch it right there. Punches it, gets it, and shifting. probably soup. There she goes. Number 4 spins them around there. Too much. Might not be terrible. I don't know how many tires he's got.
Well, this is going to help one car specifically. It's the 69 of Ryan McClurg, who's out of fast repairs. He's been chipping away damage on the front of his race car little by little. And I mean, for him, he's just going to hold on to probably just get a top 10 in this race.
Oh, for sure.
But Michael Prince inherited the lead from that moment from Chris Mackey.
Yes, sir. Daniel Miglin staying out. A little bit of front end damage.
Yeah, looking at the front of his race car, it's pushed in on the nose. It's going to affect aero, but here at the Rock, you don't need aero, you need tires. So I think Miglin's car, if he can, just keep it rolling, he's going to be fine. There's just a few laps to go. If he can have some speed, I don't think it's going to affect him too much.
Yeah. Colin in the chat. I got Andy. I got Scary Terry up in the booth with you now.
As I said, brother, Danny Jackson. He's up there again. We called him out last week. He's up here again this week. Danny Jackson is having one heck of an in-season tournament. And now that's going to give him an advantage over Chris Mackey. Danny Jackson could be moving on to the next round.
Dude, I'm telling you, these guys' luck that had terrible luck in the first half. I said it at the All-Star break. I'll say it again. I said it last week. I'm going to say it again. These guys' luck could change, and you're going to see a swing of fucking points.
Yes,
points.
sir.
And wins. Stephen Blevins got a win last week. Who's going to get a win this week? Repeat? Or somebody else can get into the win column?
Yeah, I don't know, brother. This is
Danny Jackson's in the position to do it. Right here.
Chris Mackey's catching up the back end of the field. He's going to be able to restart with the pack.
Sure. Got Michael Prince, Daniel Miglin, Danny Jackson, Stephen Blevins, Austin Norris worked his way into the
New
top
players.
5. Tyler Cadd,
Dude,
Bailey Brennan,
50,
Brian Matthews.
57, he's up there.
Yes. Ryan McClurg is still out there.
Stephen Blevins, he is up there as well. He won last week in Atlanta. He's got the momentum going into this race. He's got cars banged up ahead of him. The 51 of Blevins, if he's got anything in the tank, now's the time to use it. But the 31 of Michael Prince charges through the restart zone. Best restart I think I've seen all night from our point of view. He's got a little bit of nose cosmetic damage, but so does Miglin. Let's see if he can hold him off for 8 more.
Danny Jackson into the 3 spot. In front of Blevins. He's got the first clean car.
He is running that high side, and if you can get the car to miss that bump in the middle of 3 and 4, you can mash that throttle off of 4 and gain a lot of ground to those cars ahead of you. But look at Austin Norris in the 57. That group of cars is going to be working for third as Michael Prince is trying to get a win over Daniel Miglin. Miglin is not giving up yet.
And looking on the inside.
He's apologizing over the radio. Don't know if he had a mishap. Got into the back of Bucket Boy, but they're both still rolling.
Yeah, he is pushing on the low side. Tyler Cadd looking on the inside of Austin Norris here.
Mackey's chipping away at the cars in the back, but I don't think he's got enough time to catch these leaders.
Yeah,
Michael Prince and Daniel Miglin looking good.
7 to go. 7 to go. We're going to go back to the leaders. See if Miglin can catch Michael Prince. Both these guys will be a repeat winner, but that number 3 spot, Danny Jackson, if he can start making up some time, needs to go. If he wants to go, he needs to go now.
Miglin got a big run down the backstretch. He closed the gap to the 31. He is about a car length and a half off of his bumper as they cross the start-finish line for 5 more laps for Side Draft Racing League here at The Rock for Chop House Restorations 200. Miglin's getting a great run off the bottom. Michael Prince is looking in his mirror.
Austin Norris.
It's very difficult to aero dump here. It's all about the tires, how you can save them, how you can use them late in these runs. Michael Prince is doing everything he can, but Daniel Miglin is now to his inside. He's at the left rear quarter panel. They cross the start-finish line, make their way into turn number 1 and 2. Miglin is there. He is at the bumper, but Prince giving it everything he's got on the outside to hold off the 4 as they head down the Thunder Valley backstretch. The 4 looking to his inside. Danny Jackson, he's there to pick up the crumbs if there's an incident. He's in 3rd. But now you see the 4 pushing the 31 off the corner and turn number 4 as they cross the line again. 3 laps to go here for Side Draft Racing League.
Daniel got it.
He's going to take the
New
lead.
leader,
But
3
Michael
laps to
Prince
go.
is looking to make the switchback. He's going to do it. Micklin gets tight off the corner.
What a
the
run.
31 to the inside. Now here comes Danny Jackson. He's got something left in the tank. If he's got anything to do for this race, he's got to
Danny's
find
gotta
it
go
now.
now.
It's
Danny's
gonna
gotta
be
go
two to
now.
At the stripe, Michael Prince trying to hold off the 4 of Miglin. I don't know if he could do it, Bubba.
Did he blow his wad, dude? Did the 4 blow his wad, or is he coming back for a second go around, dude? I think he's coming back for a second go around.
Michael Prince timed the switchback perfectly.
The
Off of
switchback
turn number 2. Michael Prince is
beautiful.
pulling away. I think the 4 blew what he had. The 18
18's
now
looking
looking
on the
to
outside.
try and get second place from Miglin. Don't know if he can get there. Michael Prince, this is it. White flag for
White
Side
flag.
Draft Racing League. He's going to take the white flag as they make their way into turn number 1 and 2. The 4 of Miglin doesn't have enough in the tank. Doesn't seem like he's going to get there. 18 of Danny Jackson's running 3rd, but right
Chris
now
Mackey,
Michael Prince
oh,
wants to see the checkered flag. Michael Prince, turn number 3. Miglin in line behind him. They both run the bottom. Michael Prince makes his way off of turn number 4, and he's going to do it. Michael Prince, the Checkhouse Restoration 200 winner for Side Draft Racing League at The Rock. Michael Prince's 2nd win of the season. Daniel Miglin's 2nd, and Danny Jackson picking up another podium.
Shoo, buddy. What a freaking finish. Dude.
Put me in the booth, dude.
So
It's electric.
I'm sure the viewers
Where
are.
did that come from? He just came alive.
I'm sure the viewers were real happy to hear somebody else other than Bubba talking tonight. Thank you,
Michael
Andy, for
Prince is
joining
gonna
me.
Burn it down, dude.
Burning it.
Turning and burning that race car to the ground. That purple people eater machine for HCE Motorsports Chevrolet. The 31 of Michael Prince. After the little bit of controversy at Pocono, he's going to get it clean and get the win as he does the Kyle Larson or Denny Hamlin burnout. The whole start-finish straight. He's just ripping it up.
Boy.
Michael Prince. Have a day, kid.
What a race. Yeah. Golly. Chris Mackey, so close, so strong all race. The restart. And then I think he got turned back stretches. But holy smokes. Whew. Here we go. Let's get some guys up here. How about it?
Danny Jackson?
Bubba's back on the screen.
You want Danny Jackson, buddy?
Danny Jackson, get him up here.
All right, here he comes. Danny Jackson, it's Andy and the boys up in the booth. You got a copy, kid.
Yeah, I got you.
Hey!
Finish. You got the momentum rolling after Atlanta. It probably feels good after that hectic of a race to get a podium. How's it feel, buddy?
Oh man, it feels good. Once again, played the strategy. I want to shout out Steve Blevins. He's the reason why I went on that strategy. We were just trying to avoid everything there at the end, the carnage going on, man, and came out and stayed up front. Could have pit there at the end for 4 tires. Still had an extra set left, but I figured track position, wasn't worth it. Stayed there. I wanted to watch the show up front. Miglin and Prince went back and forth. That was a great move by Michael Prince.
Yeah, switchback.
Electric.
The switchback.
Switchback.
Nice.
Clean move, clean finish. It was great. And then I had to stay in front of Mackie there for the end season. And I saw him in my mirror, and I was like, well, there we go. I got to stay in front. So,
Dude, you got it done.
Yeah, dude. I told you your
sir.
luck was going to turn around, dude.
You're still in the hunt for the big money, buddy.
Yes,
yes,
sir.
So I got that
If you
commentator
knock-
curse going.
If you knocked us out, you got to win the whole thing, all right?
Yeah.
That's my job for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sir.
Excited for the road course next week. I'm a big road course fan.
Chi-town.
Haven't driven Chicago yet, so it's going to be a week full of practice for that.
It is going to be
but-
rough.
Yeah, looking to get a good finish and hopefully finish somewhere behind Terry Vincent. So,
All right, dude. Well, congratulations. Any shout-outs you want to make to anybody tonight?
shout out to Sky Motorsports. Shout out to the broadcasters for jinxing me in the booth.
Yep.
Yeah,
Always.
shout out to Brad Lawson Sim Designs for the awesome paint job.
All
Yeah,
right,
man.
dude. Well, congratulations. We'll go ahead and get you back to your team. Good race. Way to get a podium done tonight, buddy.
Congrats, Danny.
Yep, see you guys next week.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. That was Danny Jackson, third place finisher. Let's go ahead and hear from Daniel Miglin. He's going to be, I think, fired up. You know, he almost got it done.
Almost.
Daniel Miglin, it's Andy and the boys up at the booth. You got a copy, buddy.
What's up, guys?
What
Oh
up?
man, you gave us a thriller. You gave Michael Prince the move, and it looks like he got tight off of 2, and then he gave you the old Olay to the inside. That's tough, man.
I'm gonna be kicking myself for that one all week. I could have waited one,
Yeah.
maybe 2 more laps, really made it stick, but I thought I had it, and then I blew turn 1 by a mile, and
It was
you never looked back.
cinematic. It was cinematic,
It
dude.
was,
You guys
dude.
went after it. You raced hard. It was cool to see. It was fun racing with you tonight as we were working through the field. I was kind of following you
Likewise.
and Terry, dude. I was doing my best to keep the car under me, and there was an incident where Jamin's monitor disconnected, and he dumped the car right in front of me, and that's kind of what ended my night. And then I had some contact with a few others in a 3-wide incident. But you know, for you, you still got second. You finished the race. A lot of guys don't get to say they did that, and you get to say you finished on the podium. So I'm sure that feels good. It bites, but you're going to retain your points lead, which is very
Yeah.
important. And the
I'll
guys that
take
you are fighting with, they lost a lot of points. Tyler Smith, DNF. Terry Vincent, DNF. Keith Fallon, DNF. So you're going to get a big point swing from this one.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I will take it for sure.
Yes, sir. Well, are there any shout-outs you want to make to anybody after this race?
Yeah, thanks to my team teaching me how to do green flag pit because I forgot to ever practice it. And as always, Team Watson Racing Setups, best NASCAR setups on iRacing.
All right, there you go.
All
Are
right,
you
all
are you
right.
still in the big tourney?
Nope. No, I
Aw,
got taken
man.
out by
Right.
Brian Matthews.
I was gonna say if you were in it, you could use the money to get Jamin a new monitor or HDMI cord or something. I mean, the poor guy. I feel bad for him. I'm not mad. It happens. You know, I'm sure he'll be frustrated with himself. It stinks, but you know we can still poke some fun at it. Some guys are fired up, but they're reading
We'll
too
do
deep
some
into it.
crowdfunding for him, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. We'll do a fundraiser race for Jamin for a monitor. Well, good race, buddy. As always, it's good to hear from you. Good luck to you next
Likewise.
week at the street course. Hopefully, you could get some stuff done.
All right. See
Look
you
out
guys.
for me, buddy.
sir. That was second place finisher, Daniel Miglin. Let's go ahead and bring up the race winner. That's going to be Michael Prince. The kid got it done, made the big move.
×2.
Michael Prince, it's Andy and the boys up in the booth. Dude, you got the win. How's it feel?
Oh, it feels great, man. Especially coming from no practice.
Yeah, no asterisk next to this one following Pocono. You made a clean and green move to make that switchback. If you want to walk us through what was going through your head there as you saw the 4 creeping up on you the last couple laps.
Yeah, I saw him coming. I was just gonna aero block him until the last minute. I mean, but he always races clean, so you know I wanted to give him one of the 2 lanes to make it a good battle. And I seen him wash up the track. I knew he drove it in a little hard, so
Yep.
I was like, we're either gonna wreck it or pass him right here. So we got it
Yeah,
done.
absolutely. Yeah, it was pretty sweet. I mean, you were patient all night. I drove with you a few times through the field as we got cycled, and I knew you were fast. I mean, you were passing a lot of cars. I knew you'd be up there at the end. If I would have stayed out there, I think I would have given you a run, but my luck
for
wasn't
sure.
there. So, Jamin's monitor kind of went black, and then a lot of people were victims from that. But you know what?
Bubba was getting
Can't do
lonely
anything
to-
about it.
Bubba was getting
Got our
lonely in the
control.
boost.
Yeah, I came up here and gave Bubba a friend, so it worked out.
Yeah, I was kind of shocked when you took us 3 wide there. I don't know if that's first stage or second stage, but I mean, it was just
Well,
shocking.
you
I mean,
guys
there
got
was no
tight,
problem.
and I was in the throttle, and if I would have hit the brake, I would have lost the car. So I was like, I have to send it, and I just kept it on the yellow line. I stayed low as far as I could, and I
Oh,
was like,
yeah.
I hope they know I'm down there because it
the
worked
only
out.
problem was it was me and Nolan. It could have been anybody else.
Oh no! Yeah, that was
Squeezing
that
those
was a
2 together.
I got
Yeah.
the move done, and then I tried to do it again or something. I don't know what happened off of turn 4, but I'm not going to get into it because I know there's probably some hurt feelings out there.
It's not
So,
often I'm the patient one.
Yeah. I mean, I was patient I was patient to a point. Like I had nothing to lose, but I wasn't trying to junk anybody. You know what I mean? I was just
Right.
racing to have fun. So it was a good time though. I had a fun race. That's all I could say. You know, it's
For
about
sure.
having fun. We get a group of guys together, and it's supposed to be fun. And I know there's people that are gonna be there's gonna be some broken hearts after this race, but there's a lot of season left, is what guys got to look at. There's still a lot of time.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
a lot of ways to make it up. So luckily for you, you're gonna be up there at the top of the points after a few guys had some DNFs, dude. You're gonna make up some ground. Tyler Smith DNF'd. Terry Vincent, he DNF'd, and Keith had a DNF. So you are gonna you might skyrocket up there for some points and get yourself some playoff points with this one, and keep making noise, buddy. And we might see you late in the season in the playoff time.
Sweet. I appreciate it, guys. I hate that for the guys that did practice all week and joined 2 and 3 races trying to get into it. And I didn't have a brake pedal until about 2 p.m. this evening. So I
Oh
had
my God.
Oh
zero
no!
practice. I had to recalibrate everything.
Oh
Wow.
Yeah.
no!
And it
Yes.
just worked out.
Yeah. And I didn't get on until 30 minutes before the race. So it was bad.
Well, that's pretty awesome for you, buddy. I'm
That's
glad you
awesome.
got the win tonight. So congratulations, as always. So we'll get you back to HCE, correct? That's where you got to go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Congrats on the
Congrats,
win.
congrats, Mike.
Thank you.
Well, Bubba, we saw some fireworks there at the end. We saw a good race. That was pretty darn fun.
Yes, that was.
I hope you had fun doing this.
Well, I don't know if it was. No, I had fun, man. It was. I'm sure the viewers at home were sick and tired of hearing me, but
No, they're not.
there
You
was
put on
a
the show, dude.
there was a
I'll
little
watch it
hiccups
back.
here and there, and but
Dude,
I appreciate them staying in
race-
there.
the race was live. That's what the people need to see, is the live event. That's what you provided tonight. But next week we're switching roles. You're gonna be in the
Yeah.
car, and hopefully they're gonna hear from me the entire race, and they're probably gonna be sick of hearing from Andy.
Yeah,
So
I got to
maybe
go
if you
drive
have
next week.
hopefully you don't have the luck that I did, and you could keep it in for the whole race and finish.
Chicago
so-
Street though. Gonna
Yeah,
fight against
dude.
old Terry,
We'll
Scary
practice.
Terry in here.
We'll practice it. You'll be fine, buddy. It'll be just fine.
Yeah,
There's no
I think it'll
no
be
fear
all right.
out there. You got to beat Terry though, so he's our teammate next season. So
I
you
know
better,
it.
you better carry that torch,
So-
dude.
So the bet's still on about that?
Unless
I
you just
guess.
want to go ahead and sign a contract now, we'll be all right.
Yeah. Do you want to just race with us at this point, Terry?
Hold up. Did you beat him tonight? Oh, you could
I
have hung
did
on for
not.
another lap.
If I would have gone one more lap, I thought about jumping back in and turning a lap, but I had already turned all my stuff off, so I was like, no, I don't need to.
My car
Don't need
was
to do it.
finished with probably about 40, 50 to go, but I'm just like, not worth it.
I had a tow and about 5.5 minutes of optional, and I was like, I'm not gonna stay out there. It's no point,
Was it I had 7 minutes?
Yeah, I wasn't gonna fix that and then go turn more laps. I was already I was done. So it is what it is.
Yeah,
Well,
it is what it is.
Chop House Restorations 200. Thank
Woo!
you. Thank you, Chris Mackey. Sponsored
always.
tonight's race. Thanks for all the
Mhm.
viewers. Hope you had a blast tonight. Thanks for bearing with me. Glad Andy and Terry can join me in the booth here after they got off track. Not the luck that we
I
wanted.
figured you were lonely.
I was real lonely. You watch the beginning of it. I put the crickets on, and I was like, Bubba in the booth, and looked around and said, nope, crickets. So, but this was the Rock at Rockingham. Michael Prince took it home. Daniel Miglin, Danny Jackson, Stephen Blevins, Bailey Brennan, Bucket Boy, rounding out the top 5. What an effort by those guys. Chris Mackey also, what an effort. And yeah, signing off for B.A.C. casting and drafting. We will see y'all next week. I will be in a car. Andy will be in the booth. Hopefully Andy's got some.
Yep.
Hopefully Andy's got some help.
I'll be all right, dude. I can run it.
Trying to stay out of Terry's way on that Chicago street course. So
Yep.
Hopefully I'm not up here before the checkered flag or the stages.
results. Bailey wants to see some results. There you go. We had Michael Prince, Daniel Miglin, Danny Jackson, Stephen Blevins, Bailey Brennan, Tyler Cadd, Ryan Matthews, Austin Norris, Ryan McClurg, Chris Mackey, Nolan McClurg, James Bernhardt, Cody Moore, Keith Fallon, Dennis Orff, Terry Vincent, Andy Lewis, Bryce Keegan, Tyler Smith. We had tonight. Thank you all from B.A.C. casting. Thank you, and we will see you next week. Chicago. See ya.
Peace.